And here we are, a pivotal Game 3. Now, the Frazier Blazer did not come in handy for Game 2, so we're going to switch it up here tonight, but best believe we are coming correct. Now, unfortunately, the Knicks did not handle business down there in Madison Square Garden, so we got to go to MSG South. Yes, we are in Atlanta here today, but this might as well be home turf number 2 for the New York Knicks. We know when it comes to the East Coast, the New York Knicks fans always travel. New York Knicks fans all over the place, even living in Atlanta. So I'm very curious to see what the turnout is tonight. Even if it's 70-30 Atlanta to Knicks fans, it's going to be interesting to see how loud Knicks fans can get that building. But with that being said, we got an actual basketball to talk about here tonight. We got a couple of things to go over, and of course, we got our bingo card to cover. So let's get ahead. Let's start the show. That is right. It is New York Knicks basketball time. We have waited far too long for our New York Knicks. It's been 2 days in between. Of course, we got travel. Of course, it's the first round, but that does not mean that we have not been waiting all week for this specific game here tonight. My goodness, has it felt like forever. Now the Knicks have an opportunity to get that bad Game 2 loss out of their mouths, a game they obviously should not have given up, and in a 7-game series, you can't afford to give away games. And the Knicks handed that on a silver platter, and CJ McCollum and the Atlanta Hawks went over there, snatched it right out of their hands. They took the chicken right out of their fridge. I can't believe the Knicks left the fridge door open for them to do so. So here tonight, you gotta correct the errors of your past. New York Knicks coming into Atlanta. Remember, end of the regular season, both teams fully healthy, except for Jock Landale, who still remains out, but outside of that, fully healthy. Going into that game, Atlanta surging, playing extremely well. The Knicks had a little bit of a down spurt going into Atlanta. Atlanta had won 13 in a row at home. Knicks went in there, beat them. Jalen Brunson, I believe it was, 17 points in the fourth quarter, 14 points in the quarter, something like that. Took over in the fourth. A vintage captain clutch put on the cape type of performance from Jalen Brunson, something he has not done in this series outside of the first quarter of Game 1. Outside of that, he's had a pretty poor performance so far here in these playoffs. And we know Jalen Brunson's a playoff riser. Now, I will flash back us to a couple of years ago in the first round. Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Jalen Brunson struggling in that matchup. A pretty poor first 2 games of that series. Ended up going nuclear in the following couple of 4 games. Averaging over 30 in each of them, scoring over 30 in each of them, and ultimately putting the 76ers to bed in that series. And I expect Jalen Brunson to find a response here today. But even though this is about Jalen Brunson, the captain, which is where we always start, it's actually not about Jalen Brunson. Even though it kind of is about Jalen Brunson because he's the captain of the team, the leader of the team, and we need better performances from him, or the Knicks are not going to be able to do anything during this playoff run. And hopefully, obviously, we're all looking for them to compete for the championship this year. We're not going to do anything without Jalen Brunson playing to the peak of his powers and having a much better performances and a much better series overall. But the true story is Karl-Anthony Towns and how Jalen Brunson and Mike Brown and the rest of the Knicks, including Karl-Anthony Towns, can get the big man going, more involved in the offense because he is working his butt off defensively, and boy, oh boy, does he deserve to be featured offensively. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? Tiz Black, what's up, Tiz? Isaiah Gardner, Raymond, Queen, David Osh Jr. My goodness, we got everybody in here doing too much. Appreciate you, brother. It is a Knicks game, so we got to come correct. Supreme Vader, what's up, Supreme? Tiz Black, appreciate you. Mike, Susan, as always. Sean Edits, what's up, Sean? Raymond, Kendra Dixon, appreciate you guys. David Osh Jr., say that already? What's up, David? Christian Blades, what's up, Christian? Kiana Bryan, what's up, Kiana? Thank you, guys. Let's get ahead. Let's get this room started. Frank Juarez, appreciate you as always. Rose, Mark, my guy, appreciate you. Mark said, my son's band performance. At my son's band performance, I'll be keeping tabs with the screen brightness low. Let's go, Knicks. Appreciate you, Mark. Enjoy that session there, brother. Shout out to my guy, Mark, and his beautiful family. Appreciate you, brother. Justice Dad, as always, Kwame Robertson, Isaiah Gardner, I think I said already. Take Cowboys, Amy Machua, appreciate you guys. Mark, hit your free throws. Yes. Joe and On, what's up, Joe? Appreciate you, brother. Yes, hit your free throws, 100%. Absolutely. Yes, my biggest culprit of game one. Knicks allowed the Atlanta Hawks to be in that game. They should have had, for majority of that night, at least a 15-point lead if they could just hit their free throws, which they did not. And ultimately, we called it out all night. This is when you miss free throws to this level, it's going to come back to bite you in the butt because you allow the team to remain in the game. And all it takes is for a couple of shots to go down. Suddenly you're in a basketball game. Suddenly the pressure rises. And if you allow them to build confidence, anything can go in either direction. And ultimately ended up going in the Atlanta Hawks direction. And that's where you put yourself in a position to. I'm looking at guys like OG Anunoby, speaking of, for missing 4 free throws, 4 for 8 from the foul line. Brother, you're an 80% free throw shooter. Knock down your free throws. Now, this is obviously extend past OG Anunoby. They missed over 10 free throws in that game, so it extends to everybody. Jalen Brunson missed 2. Josh Hart missed 2. Pretty much everybody missed free throws in that game who actually took free throws. Karl Anthony Towns, by the way, notably did not take free throws. That is a combination of not getting Karl Anthony Towns the ball more and him not being aggressive when he does get the ball. David Hodge Jr. says, Chef, we need Knicks blue blazer. You know, we got to work on that. You're right, David. We got to work on that. I'll tell you this, man. Blazers are expensive. So blazers like this, brand new, right? I go out. I'm in search. I'm looking everywhere for funky, fancy blazers that are within a certain price range that I could afford. But you're right. We're going to keep an eye on a blue blazer. Now, we do have a blue blazer, but it's not as stylish as this. We might break out a blue blazer for game 4. I got one in the back. We'll see. Sean Edit said Brunson made me realize he had no defense. Step it up. Absolutely, Sean. It was one of the worst defensive performances that I've ever seen Jalen Brunson put forth. He's got to put his big boy pants on, play defense. You know, like who do you think you're going to be hitting on, brother? Put your big boy pants on, play defense. We don't even need you to be the offensive engine that the Knicks normally need you to be, because we could play through guys like Karl Anthony Towns. OG Anunoby should be able to have a larger impact in this series. Ask Mikal Bridges step up a little bit offensively as well. We should be able to spread the wealth. So Jalen Brunson feeling like, well, I got to take on the offensive load here against Nickeil Alexander-Walker and a Dyson Daniels all night long should not be the case, where it's now limiting your defensive ability. Brother, step it up defensively. Look to rely on your teammates for help offensively. Jalen Brunson just has not had a good series at all. He hasn't played to his level outside of literally the first quarter in game 1, where he went off for 19 points, 17 points. It was something like that, right, in game 1. The rest of that game, I remember I went back on it, rewatched it, looked at the stats. He was 1 for 11 after the first quarter of game 1. Now, the Knicks pulled off the victory, so it kind of became an under-discussed sort of topic, but a pretty poor next 3 quarters for Jalen Brunson, specifically offensively. And then you go over to the other side in game 2, where he was inconsistent all night long from the field. It's just not gonna cut it. Ahisha with the Ahisha. Joe Notsa, thank you. I was saying the same about OG. He's better than that. Yes, absolutely, Joe. Appreciate you. Absolutely. OG Anunoby needs to be the third guy. I have talked about OG Anunoby all season as stepping into being the legitimate third guy. All last season, and for portions of this season, I've talked about Anunoby and Bridges kind of vacillating between who's the third guy, who's the fourth guy. I feel like this season, OG Anunoby's put his foot on the gas and he said, no, I'm the third guy, right? The Knicks are at their best when OG Anunoby responds and acts as the third guy. Jeff Brown, I think I said shout out to Jeff Brown, but shout out Jeff Brown again. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Appreciate you, brother. Sean said OG almost turned into Pat Williams last game. You need a better performance from OG Anunoby, who, by the way, isn't even being tasked with guarding the best perimeter player over on either of the best perimeter players over on the Atlanta Hawks side. Josh Hart garnering the Jalen Johnson matchup, and Mikal Bridges garnering the Nickeil Alexander-Walker assignment allows OG Anunoby to hide over there. Not hide, but he is tasked with guarding Onyeka Okongwu, and while he's involved in a lot of the actions as Okongwu comes up and sets screens and whatnot, brother, you need to step up offensively if you are not being asked to guard at the level that Josh Hart is being asked to guard at the level that Mikal Bridges is being asked to guard against. You need these guys to step up and be significantly better here, right? That's Brunson, that's Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns for sure. I'm looking at Josh Hart, I'm looking at Mikal Bridges, and I know we can talk about Mikal Bridges scoring and all of that. I have not had one issue with Mikal Bridges this series outside of missing some shots. Yes, we want Karl Anthony we do want Karl Anthony Towns to make shots, but we want Mikal Bridges to make shots, sure. But his primary focus in this series is locking him to Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and he has done an excellent job of doing that this series. We have not talked about Nickeil Alexander-Walker being the killer for the Atlanta Hawks that he was all regular season for them. And that's mostly due to a team defensive concept to keep those guys down, but mostly because Mikal Bridges is just shutting his water off right now. At some point in this series, Alexander-Walker, he's too talented of a player, will have an explosive game, and how will the Knicks be able to respond to that? Same with a guy like Jalen Johnson. Right? But Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges have done their jobs through the first 2 games. It's the other guys who need to step up. I'm looking at Anunoby, I'm looking at Brunson, I'm looking at Towns, and I'm specifically looking at Mike Brown, who all regular season experimented with rotations and different configurations of lineups, only to get to the playoffs and run lineups and configurations that he did not utilize in the regular season. It is literally blowing my mind. We spent all regular season, I at least did, praising Mike Brown for his ability to experiment and utilize the regular season for what it's supposed to be for contending teams in terms of his experimentation process, only to get to the playoffs and him to continue the experimentation and run out lineups that he hasn't used all season. So I'm looking for Mike Brown to be better, number 1, and then obviously for Brunson to be better, number 2, and then everybody else to a lesser degree, but still obviously it's got to be all hands on deck. Once you get to the playoffs, everybody's got to play better. Josh Hart got to continue to lock up defensively the way he has. Same with Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby's got to take a step up offensively along with Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. But my goodness, does it feel like the Knicks' leadership between Brown and Brunson is kind of letting them down in this series right now. So I need those guys to step up. Not want, not looking for, need those guys to step up. David Arch Jr. said, I would use Sohan. I wouldn't be mad at Sohan getting some sort of run here during the playoffs. The issue with Sohan is, he was so underutilized during the regular season for good reason. We talked about it all regular season when Sohan became a Knick, about when to use him, how to use him, spots to certainly use him in, and whatnot. David said, or Mo. The thing with Mo is he's a rookie. Do you throw him out there? His first big playoff? I don't know. I definitely liked Mike Brown pivoting over to Jose Alvarado in exchange. DCL Love, appreciate you, brother. I see you over there. I definitely appreciated and really liked the adjustment that Mike Brown did make, I think a little under-discussed in that regard for Mike Brown, of putting Jose Alvarado in the game in opposed to going with Jordan Clarkson, which obviously became the lineup that the New York Knicks kind of settled into as the 9-man lineup. He made it as the 9th man. I like him pivoting to Jose Alvarado, who started to get into CJ McCollum, started to mix up the game a little bit, started to bring a little bit of an edge to the Knicks, especially as the point of attack defender, which outside of Deuce McBride, the Knicks don't really have. And when Deuce McBride is not in the game, or even if you go to a lineup that features McBride and Alvarado, that's what I want to see. And I would not be surprised if we saw more Jose Alvarado in this game and less Jordan Clarkson, if we even see Jordan Clarkson here tonight. But we'll see, because Mike Brown is all over the place with his rotations. Reddy, what's up, Reddy? Amy Machua said, at least put Cat in with Alvarado. Absolutely, Amy. Karl-Anthony Towns and Jose Alvarado started to build this nice kinship and this nice chemistry, especially operating out of the pick and roll. Yeah, I'm with you. David R. Jr. said Kolek over Alvarado. I just can't get with Kolek over Alvarado because Kolek had an extended opportunity in the rotation to kind of be a mainstay in the rotation, and he did not perform. He has 2 or 3 or 4 games under his belt over a 25, 30 game span where he played well. And outside of that, he was kind of Jessica Griffith, what's up, Jessica? Appreciate you. I hope they put someone else on McCollum because Brunson is not it. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to come out with the same exact defensive mindset and the same exact defensive game plan and scheme, for the most part. Maybe some tweaks here and there. But I think they're going to come out for this for the most part. Sons Jen, what's up, Sons Jen? George Person, what's up, George? Appreciate you. I think for the most part, they're going to come out exactly the way they have. Bridges on Alexander Walker, Josh Hart on Jalen Johnson, Anunoby on Okongwu, Karl-Anthony Towns on Dyson Daniels, Brunson on McCollum. I think they're going to come out and do that because it allows Karl-Anthony Towns to play off of Dyson Daniels, and in playing off of Dyson Daniels, who's an excellent off-ball rebounder, can also kind of negate some of his offensive rebounding capabilities. Real Art Manifest, what's up, Real Art? Appreciate you, brother. So that's why they have Towns on Dyson Daniels, so he can operate as an off-ball defender and protect the rim, while also being able to grab rebounds and keep Dyson Daniels off the glass as much as possible, which is why the only other option to the defensive, to the starting out defensively, is to have Brunson on Dyson Daniels and try to hide him off ball against the guy who's not a very good offensive player. The issue is that you then bring Dyson Daniels into ball handling situations and you just force a bunch of switches and whatnot, and maybe that's a game plan they go to. I do expect them to maybe try that and whatnot, but in doing so, it just changed all the other matchups. You're keeping Bridges on Alexander Walker, you're keeping Johnson You're keeping Hart on Johnson. But what you're now switching is now Towns has to guard Okongwu. And now Karl-Anthony Towns is pulled away from the basket to guard out on the perimeter. Okongwu is a stretch 5. And you have Anunoby now guarding C.J. McCollum. Now, can Anunoby now slow down C.J. McCollum? Probably and whatnot. But it's maybe not the best utilization of OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns in that situation. So now it's a give and take defensively. Do you need to go to it and try it? I'm with you guys. Absolutely. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? But we'll see. We'll see. Mike Walton, what's up, Mike? Looking good, play. Appreciate you. We had to come with something different here today. The Frazier Blazer took an L. What was it, Monday night, Tuesday night? Took an L on Tuesday, so we had to change it up here today. Sons Jensen, I do feel like the Knicks guys who show their emotions on their sleeve like Jose and Hart. Need guys. Yes, I'm with you. Part of the reason why I like Jose Alvarado in that lineup, he brought a level of energy to that game that started to mix it up a little bit with McCollum. Remember, former teammates, so it wasn't anything like volatile or anything kind of more than just gamesmanship and whatnot. But after McCollum and Jose Alvarado mixed it up a little bit there, exchanged a little bit of words, Alvarado started to get into him a little bit as ball handler. CJ McCollum got into his bag and started to isolate a little bit and ignoring his teammates, which is what you want to bait offensive players into, which is what the Atlanta Hawks have baited Jalen Brunson into doing. He's got to be smarter with the way he attacks. And in doing so, he got the crowd pumped up. He was pumping up the crowd. He was chanting everybody. He forced a couple of bad shots from C.J. McCollum, a couple of misses, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want guys to get the other team out of their game, and I think Jose Alvarado is very good in doing that. Mike said Brown doesn't appear to be able to know when to play Cat and Mitch Rob at the same time. I agree with that, Mike, but I also question what he looks at outside of that lineup. Like, what does a double big lineup need, right? If you're playing two bigs, what does it need? It needs perimeter defenders as well as shooters. And in those lineups, especially here in the playoffs, Mike Brown has just conceded to playing Josh Hart alongside of them, which I don't fully understand why. That should be the two bigs with Towns and Robinson, along with Anunoby, Bridges, and pick a point guard, McBride or Alvarado or Brunson or whoever. But you need to have the double big lineup out there with shooting and cutters to take full advantage of the space to give those guys to operate. Towns in the high post, Robinson in the dunker spot, and then three shooters around them. And Mike Brown has not done that because he has Josh Hart out there, and we know teams don't like to guard Josh Hart on the perimeter and will dare him to shoot it. And that has clogged up the lane for the double big lineup and has taken away the things that should give them an advantage. It's been really tough. DCL Love said, I trust Brown and the bench players to, you have to breathe confidence into your peoples. Brunson is struggling. Do we shove him? Relax. Hawks defense is pretty good. Hawks defense is pretty good. I've said this before the series. I said this during the regular season. I have not underestimated the Hawks one bit. As a matter of fact, I've done nothing but praise the Atlanta Hawks, much to the chagrin of some of you Knicks fans. I've praised the Atlanta Hawks and their play style and their defense and their players to hell and high water. I think they're incredibly good synergistic basketball team. The issue is that I don't think that Mike Brown is putting his players in a position to be successful right now. And that's my biggest gripe with him. Brother, you used the regular season all season long. You were using the regular season as an ability to experiment with rotations and different configurations of your players who can build chemistry, who plays well together, what works, what doesn't work, only to get into the playoffs and utilize rotations and players that don't make sense, that you did not even utilize in the regular season and experiment to see even if it worked. So now we're back to experimentation mode? Like, what was the point of firing Tom Thibodeau if we're going to get back to a point of trying things in the playoffs that we didn't try in the regular season? Mike Brown got to wake up here. He has not coached a very good series at all. Same with Jalen Brunson, who has not played a very good series at all. You are not going to be able to win a playoff series. You're not going to be able to win a championship. We have further goals than just winning round one. You're not going to be able to win a championship without your two leaders in your head coach and your point guard and your best player in Jalen Brunson playing better and making better decisions. They got to. They just got to. That's holding somebody accountable. That's criticism. That's real criticism. I love Jalen Brunson, and I've been fair to Mike Brown all season long. But I'm not going to blindly just look at them and say, like, they'll be better. They'll be better. I have faith that they'll be better, but I got to see it. And I'm calling them out to do it. That's all. Christian Blaze said, do you think CJ should get double teamed, that Brunson should guard Dyson or not instead? Definitely not going to guard Alexander Walker. I think that's a bad idea. I would keep him on CJ McCollum. I would, at certain points throughout the game, maybe switch up some of the rotations just to throw the Atlanta Hawks off a little bit and put Brunson on Dyson Daniels and whatnot. But you just got to tell Jalen Brunson, guard him better, be better, force him into tougher shots. Gigi said, I know CJ is legit, but because Brunson allowed him to go off on him, now people are talking about him like it's Dame time in his prime. Yep. As if people are going to single-handedly beat the Knicks every game. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Here we go. David said, wow, Shep mentioned Tibbs. Yeah, we haven't mentioned Tibbs in a while. Showtime, what's up, brother? I almost spit up my drink when he said that. What, the Tibbs thing? What was the point of firing Tom Thibodeau to get a head coach who was going to, again, like Tom Thibodeau did, which is what I believe got him fired, experiment during the playoff run? The playoffs are not the time to experiment, right? Why are you, especially in the round one, brother? In round one, what are we doing? What are we doing? The Knicks are favored by 52% by ESPN's predictive indicator here. Matchup predicted. The Knicks are favored by only 55%. So, Strawn said McCollum was killing during Dame time. People's memories are messed up. He was killing during Dame time, but he is no longer, that was his point. He is no longer that guy. He's 34 years old. He's past his prime. And they're making him look like he's back in Dame time. Here we go. Let's get ready for the tip-off. Here we go. Starting lineup. Perfect. The Knicks win the tip. Jalen Brunson will bring it down. We are in Atlanta. Bridges has it up top, coming to his right, being guarded by Jalen Johnson. Over to Josh Hart, being guarded by McCollum. McCollum picks his pocket. Josh Hart dives for it, though, to loose ball. Still loose, still loose, still loose. Out of bounds off of the Hawks. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. Josh Hart caught a break there. Caught a break. He definitely got his foot mixed in there, which should have been a jump ball. But JP Knicks said you can't experiment in the playoffs, but you must try the adjustment. Yeah, I don't mind trying the adjustment, but he's experimenting with, he's going to rotations that the Atlanta Hawks are not forcing him to go to. He is just trying things out there. Why are we just trying things here in the regular season, here in the game one of the postseason? Josh Hart trying to bully his way down low. McCollum picks his pocket again. And now here comes Dyson Daniels bringing it down against Brunson, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Johnson, down the lane, pump fakes, spins, kicks it out to Dyson Daniels, spinning off of Jalen Brunson in the lane, floater, comes up short. Josh Hart comes flying in for the rebound. My goodness, New York. Here comes Towns as the trailer, puts up the straightaway three, can't get it to go, and now here comes Atlanta bringing it down. Both teams missing a couple of shots to start. Jalen Johnson gets it over to McCollum, dancing with it against Towns, crosses over to his right, down the lane, kicks out Jalen Johnson up top, pump fakes, driving to his left, spins to his right against Bridges, down the lane, puts up the floater, in and out, can't get it to go. Good defense from Mikal Bridges, who has locked up defensively here. And now here comes Brunson pushing the other way against Daniels, spins off him in the lane, lefty layup, got it to go for Jalen Brunson, just bullying past Dyson Daniels there. I think maybe Jalen Brunson looked back at him, had something to say. Either way, keep hooping Knicks. Here comes McCollum bringing it down. We got a 2-0 start. Knicks draw first blood here. McCollum has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. They're going to stay in that matchup. McCollum up top. Brunson applying pressure. I like it, JB. Lock in defensively. They're saying you can't guard a traffic cone, Brunson. You got to lock in. Jalen Johnson coming to his left, slips and falls, tries to kick it out to Daniels. He gets it, hands it off to McCollum. Shot clock winding down, coming to his right, steps back, crosses over to his left. Sidestep three over Brunson. Got it to go as the shot clock expires for CJ McCollum. And he stays in rhythm. Good defense from Brunson. Better offense from McCollum. And now here comes Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Alexander Walker switches onto him. Brunson steps through. Kicks out to Anunoby. Steps behind the three-point line. Left corner three. Got it to go for OG. And that's exactly what we want to see. We called out OG Anunoby needs to shoot it better. Needs to play better offensively. And there's the first one of the night. There we go. Here we go. Jessica Griffith said he's all season long to do experiments. Absolutely, Jessica, and I praised him for it during the regular season, but we are now in the playoffs. We are past the point of experimentation. Jalen Johnson gets it over to Daniels on the left wing, being guarded by Towns. Up top to McCollum, being chased by Brunson. Driving it down, pulls it back out. Good defense. Hands it off to Alexander Walker. He's going to dance with it against Bridges. Crosses over to his right, behind his back to his left, being guarded by Bridges. Double crossover, coming to his left, down the lane, spins to his right in the paint, puts up the floater over him. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense by Mikal Bridges to start the game. Here comes Josh Hart. Josh Hart on the left wing. Swings it over to Anunoby. He just knocked down a three from there. He's going to put up another one. Ooh, can't get it to go. Come on, OG. Here comes Jalen Johnson. It's 5-3 to start. Both teams coming out pretty slow and icy to start the game. Beautiful pass from Jalen Johnson inside to Dyson Daniels. You can't get the layup to go, but a foul is called on Karl-Anthony Towns, and Dyson Daniels will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. With 9:20 to go, Dyson Daniels at the foul line for 2 free throws. He's not a very good free throw shooter. Take, I would said, good defense team. Team refs stay out of it. Dyson Daniels misses the first free throw of the game. He's got one more coming. We love missed free throws from our opponents. Every single time. We never not love it. He's got one more coming. K'Juan Davis, what's up, K'Juan? Daniels does knock down the second free throw. 5-4, Jalen Brunson will bring it down. Some full court pressure from Dyson Daniels. Brunson has it up top, bringing it down. Picks up his handle, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges, coming to his left off the Towns screen. Good screen from Towns, driving to his left, down the lane, gets caught in the air, almost throws it away. Anunoby knocks it loose. Okongwu picks it up and throws it away. Great hustle from Josh Hart. And the Knicks get a fresh 24. Josh Hart spins in the lane, kicks it in the corner. Mikal Bridges catches and fires over McCollum. Can't get it to go. Towns the offensive rebound, but gets it ripped away by Johnson. Now here comes Jalen Johnson bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, picked up by Josh Hart. Johnson putting his head down, has him in the post now, backing him down, shovels it out to Alexander Walker off the screen. He's got space, puts it up, can't get it to go. Wide left, barely grazes the rim, careens back out to Brunson, bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top, being guarded by Daniels, coming to his right off the Towns screen. Stops, steps back, crosses over to his left, off the rescreen from Towns in the paint. Stop, turn, spin, has nowhere to go, kicks it up top to Karl-Anthony Towns, being guarded by Daniels, swings through to his right, kicks it over to Bridges, over to Anunoby, attacking to his left, down the lane against Daniels, step back, foul line, fall away, can't get it to go, long rebound, and a foul on Jalen Johnson. Is that on Jalen Johnson there? Either way, it's a foul on the Atlanta Hawks. Ball's going to stay here with the Knicks. Way to attack that glass, Karl-Anthony Towns. Gamal, what's up, Gamal? Villanette TV, what's up, Villanette? Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? Everybody tuning in here. So foul on Jalen Johnson. So we have a one foul on Towns, one foul on Johnson. Going to have to watch the fouls here tonight in a pivotal game 3. So it's side out of bounds for the Knicks. But I think we had a little bit of a stoppage in plays. Anunoby had to get his nose plugged. Anunoby somehow got hit in the face, I guess. Got a little bit of a bloody nose. Had to get it plugged real quick, which is why there was a stoppage in play there. Slayer, what's up, Slayer? If Town doesn't get off to a good start, this will be a long game. I mean, so far it's 5-4. Nobody's gotten off to a good start so far. Brunson tries to get it into Josh Hart, gets stolen by Daniels. Brunson knocks it loose. Josh Hart dives onto it. Saves it over to Anunoby. He's got a break going the other way. Layup got it to go. Wow, what a break. Josh Hart diving on the floor. I expected a jump ball to be called or an out of bounds to be called or something to be called, a jump ball. None of it was called. Josh Hart stayed on the floor wrestling it away from 2 Atlanta Hawks, from CJ McCollum and Jalen Johnson. I was waiting for the call. I'm like, all right, they're going to call a jump ball here. They did not. Josh Hart ripped it away. Somehow saved it on a head-to-head to OG Anunoby as the Atlanta Hawks were slowly trying to make their way back to the or up the court on their offensive side of the court. Anunoby kind of jogging back as well once Josh Hart won it through the head-to-head, and Anunoby went the other way for the layup and a timeout from the Atlanta Hawks. My goodness, they are allowing them to play. Nothing was called. Very surprised, but I appreciate it. Matt's up. What's up, Matt's up? Let's play physical tonight. It's been pretty physical so far. It's 7-4. It's a 3-point game. Back and forth these two teams go. It's been a pretty poor offensive start for both sides and a really good defensive start for both sides. I think the defense has been pretty excellent tonight from both sides. Keith, what's up, Keith? Crazy, what's up, Crazy? Keith said, big up to the red felt ballroom look. Yes, sir. If the Knicks play as sharp as you look, we should have a big win tonight. Yes, sir, Keith. Yes, sir. Hopefully. Now, the Frazier Blazer did not bring the good luck I thought it would for game 2, but hopefully we get good luck here tonight. And if we don't, we got another jacket we're going to pivot to for game 4. But hopefully they don't fall down 2-1 in this series. Black Slim Jim, what's up, Black? Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Isaiah Gardner said Hart is on every possession. Yep. Saving this pretty poor start for the Knicks so far is Josh Hart diving on the floor for these loose balls that the Knicks have been very close to turning over multiple times here. Josh Hart is getting to these 50-50 balls and making them like a 70-30 situation. He has no business getting to these loose balls right now. He is saving this Knicks team. This is why you want Josh Hart on this team. This is why you want Josh Hart on this team. Raymond said, this is looking real tough, a real tough game today. Two teams swinging it out right now, man. Lee Wei Shi, what's up, Lee Wei? Styling and profiling, appreciate you, Lee Wei. Mike said, the Knicks are just standing around while JB is dribbling. They got to move without the ball and try to get open. I don't see that at all, actually. I think the Knicks are doing a pretty fine job of moving the ball. They're running high actions with Karl-Anthony Towns setting screens for multiple players. Both Bridges has run a pick and roll with Karl-Anthony Towns. Anunoby was running a handoff action with Karl-Anthony Towns as well as Jalen Brunson. The only guy who hasn't really been involved in the offensive end has been Josh Hart for the most part here. But I think the offense has been perfectly fine in terms of moving the ball and everybody touching it so far. Gigi said, can Mike Brown stop calling Karl Anthony Towns out every single game? Absolutely agree, Chichi. At a certain point, it gets weird, man. And it got weird like halfway through the regular season. And he is consistently doing it. Absolutely. I agree with that, Chichi. You got to, at a certain point, you got to root for your guy. And I think Karl Anthony Towns does not respond well with being called out. You got to have the back of your star player. I don't care what kind of belief you have in him. I don't care if secretly behind closed doors in your own mind you don't really believe Karl Anthony Towns is that guy. Brother, he's on your team. And he is one of the proponents that's going to get you to what could be a championship run here. So you got to have the back of your guy. And you're absolutely right, Chichi. All Mike Brown has done all season. I don't know I can't think of a single time in which I've heard Mike Brown in the postgame throw flowers over at Karl Anthony Towns. I can remember when he did it to Anunoby. I can remember a time he did it to Brunson. I can remember when he does it to Josh Hart. I can't remember a single time that Mike Brown has gone to the podium in a post-game presser, a pre-game presser, a conference after practice, or whatever the case may be, and has just waxed poetic about Karl Anthony Towns. That's one of the best players on your team. That's the second best player on your team. And you have not done that all year long. I absolutely agree, Chichi. Absolutely agree. He also said start coaching instead. Billy Donovan watching closely. I hope not. I'm not a super big fan of Billy Donovan either, but I actually would prefer them to go like the Chris Gent route, who's the assistant coach on the Knicks right now. That's who I would rather go with. Go with a younger guy. McCollum has it up top. Here we go. We're back into it. Under 8 to go in this first quarter. It's 7-4. Jalen Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Swings through to his left. Josh Hart applying good pressure defense here. They leave it off to Dyson Daniels, who pump fakes, driving to his left against Towns. Stop, turn, spins, tries to shovel it down low to Johnson. He does get it to him. He spins, pump fakes, goes up, gets blocked by two Knicks, but a foul is called, and Johnson will go back to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Oh, no, he'll go to the foul line for the first time. The other guy went to the foul line was Dyson Daniels. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? We have 3 turnovers already, and it should be more. Josh Hart has saved a couple of turnovers, Yak. Yes, this defense from the Atlanta Hawks has been very good, but the Knicks are being very careless with the ball right now. Young On, what's up, Young On? Not a Knicks kind of game. I don't know. I think the Knicks kind of like getting out of the mud a little bit. Brown has lots of buses to toss his players under. He's done a lot of tossing this year. I can't defend that at all. I can't defend that at all. Absolutely agree with you guys. I don't like it at all. Amy said, did Mike Brown also call out the refs? He has consistently not called out the refs all season, and instead has told his players to stop complaining to the refs and just play the game, which I completely wholeheartedly disagree. Have your players back. If you want them to stop talking to the refs and stop talking about the refs, you have to have your players back, and he hasn't done that this season. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Dyson Daniels. He's going to run a pick and roll with Towns. Gets it over to Towns. On the pick and pop, he's going to pump fake against Okongwu. Jab step, isolating, coming to his left. Back out to Brunson. Pump fake, come to his left. Sees a double team, kicks out to Anunoby. A 3 over Dyson Daniels at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Jalen Johnson. You really poor offensive possession there. Brunson and Towns just standing around with it. No other movement with the players. Johnson down the lane, gets tied up. Loose ball out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Hawks. Great defense from OG Anunoby on the help side there, playing off of Dyson Daniels. Christian Blaze said Knicks are in trouble if this game stays physical and the Knicks starters get in foul trouble. Well, nobody in foul trouble yet. Josh Hart's got 1, Towns has 1, Johnson has 1. There's only been 3 fouls called here tonight so far. It's physical, but not a ton of fouling going on overall. So CJ McCollum's going to get it in. Gets it into Alexander Walker being guarded by Bridges. Excellent defense there, making the catch difficult. Loses the handle. Anunoby leaps out. Picks up the loose ball. Bullying his way to the basket for the big 2-handed slam. And Mikal Bridges continues to be a star defensively here tonight. Dyson Daniels rushing it down the other end. Gets it out to Okongwu. Okongwu hands it off to Daniels. Hands it off to McCollum being guarded by Bridges. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane in the paint against Towns. Scoop play. Puts up the floater over him. Can't get it to go. No foul called. Bridges the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson has a 1-on-3, so he's just going to pull it back. Now he pulls it all the way back out, waiting for his teammates to get over to Towns. Towns up top. Brunson runs through, sets the screen for Josh Hart, who sets a re-screen for Jalen Brunson. A wide open 3 in the right wing. Brunson can't get it to go. Rebound to Jalen Johnson. Knicks not getting a ton of open looks. We got to knock down the open ones. Dyson Daniels down the lane against Towns. Stops, turns, kicks it out to Johnson, who puts up the 3 as the trailer and got it to go down on the left wing. They hit their open shot. The Knicks have not hit theirs. Johnson did knock down the 2 free throws, by the way, so it's 6 points. Now he knocks down the 3, so it's 9. knotted up here at 9 with about halfway through this first quarter. A really low-scoring game so far. Brunson coming to his left, crosses over to his right, picks up his handle, swings it out to Anunoby. Jab step coming to his right, down the lane in the paint, goes up strong with the two hands, gets blocked by Okongwu. Anunoby looking for a foul. Okongwu with the floor. The Hawks are off and running. Jalen Johnson in the lane, leaves it off to Dyson Daniels. Reverse layup, got it to go. And they're the Atlanta Hawks getting out in transition, coming off of a defensive stop, and that's their play style right there as they take a 2-point lead. We're under 6 minutes to go. Brunson bringing it down behind the back, down in the lane, kicks it out to Josh Hart, extra pass Anunoby, right corner three, he's got space and he can't get it to go down. Battle for the rebound, Daniels able to snag it over to Towns, and now here comes CJ McCollum bringing it down the other way, crosses over to his right past Brunson in the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go for CJ McCollum, and it's 13-9 and a timeout for the New York Knicks as they are missing open shots but also struggling to generate open shots overall. You can't be missing the open ones and then allow the Hawks to get out in transition and run, because that's when they're at their best. They got athletes who like to get downhill, including McCollum, including who can do it out of the mid-range there, as you just saw with the floater, who Alexander Walker likes to get out and run. Jalen Johnson especially loves to get out and run, where he could either score, go all the way to the rim, or find cutters like he did previously. Dyson Daniels cutting to the rim out in transition for getting the reverse layup. So now here you go, 13-9. 5:30 to go in this first quarter. Kamal said Hawks are winning. They are winning right now. It's not looking good, Dom Anthony said. Knicks have not played well so far to start. Anunoby with 7 points, Brunson with 2. Nobody else has yet to score. Bridges taking one shot. Karl-Anthony Towns is taking one shot. And overall, the ball is being funneled and finding OG Anunoby pretty consistently. And he's 3 for 8 from the field for 7 points. But that just overall means that nobody else is really touching the ball right now. I would not mind seeing a couple of substitutions here as we are past the halfway point. Got to get a couple of different guys in there just to get a different look, just to get fresh bodies out there. MBM said, as expected, home team starts hot. We'll lead them down. Yeah, start of the game, I'm not worried about anything. It's a feel-out quarter for sure. It's a 4-point game. Knicks held a 4-point lead earlier in the game. Now the Hawks hold a 4-point lead. Back and forth these two teams go. I don't expect either team to blow each other out. It's going to be a close game all the way down to the end. Paper Dog, what's up, Paper Dog? Walker needs to engage, and Knicks are done. I mean, he's trying, brother, but Mikal Bridges is making his life very difficult right now. If he gets hot, could spell trouble for the Knicks, but with the way the Knicks are playing defense on him right now, it doesn't look great for him, but if he could find some crevices, find his open spots, find some open looks, could get dark for the Knicks very quickly. Mike said, too much outside and not enough inside ball. Anunoby just went to the basket and got blocked by Okongwu, brother. Anunoby's gone to the lane a couple of times, missed a couple of layups, as well as Karl-Anthony Towns, incapable of getting into the lane right now. So again, which is why I'd like to see a little bit of a different look. Maybe get McBride in there. Maybe you get Mitchell Robinson in early, and you look to punish them on the inside on the glass right now. Maybe that's not necessarily the move. Maybe going a double big lineup, pulling Josh Hart for Deuce McBride, spreading the court out with some shooters. I don't know. We'll see. Best Balls, what's up, Best Balls? Your commentary is even better than that clean suit, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Matt said OG has already taken 8 shots. Yep. Ball is finding itself to OG Anunoby right now, and he is putting the shots up. I did ask for OG Anunoby to be more aggressive offensively, but maybe not like this. Definitely want to see a little bit more balanced of a shot charge here. Jeff Fan said, I'm scared, Chevy. Make me feel better. It's 6 minutes into the first quarter, brother. We got to put our big boy pants on, hang in the game. It's going to be close all night long. Raymond said they need to move the ball better and inside the paint. Easier said than done. This is an extremely good defense from the Atlanta Hawks, who have very good perimeter defenders, right? The only way for the Knicks to get the ball inside right now, based off of the way Atlanta's playing defense, is probably feed into the post Karl-Anthony Towns. The Atlanta Hawks are not allowing a ton of off-ball movement in terms of they're just kind of switching everything, which could muck up some matchups for the most part for the Knicks. But again, a lot of shots being funneled to Anunoby. He's gotten a couple of open looks. He's 3 for 8 from the field. Not terrible, but could be better. Nick Yak said, that's right, Susan. The haters hating early. Pretty much. Hashman, what's up, Hashman? Do you still have faith in the Knicks can win? I know it's early, just worried. You guys don't got to be worried. Feel the anxiety and whatnot of a playoff series. But look, guys, we've been here before. This is the Knicks' 5th year in a row in the playoffs. What is going on? We're good. Early in the game. If the Knicks were down 15, I'd agree with you. It's a 4-point game, guys. It's a 4-point game. Tyreek Smith, what's up, Tyreek Smith? Knicks are like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA when it comes to the playoffs. They start choking. I mean, they were in the conference finals last year. They've been in the playoffs 5 years in a row. They've made pretty deep playoff runs the last 3 or 4 years. I don't know. McBride up top coming to his left, swings it out to Brunson. Brunson up top, pump fakes coming to his right, puts up the 3 over Gabe Vincent, can't get it to go. And again, they followed my suggestion of putting Robinson and McBride in the game, but Not for the guys I wanted to. Josh Hart's still out there, along with Bridges and now Brunson. Okongwu spins, gets it out to Johnson, pass fake, keeps it against Bridges, hands it off to Gabe Vincent, coming to his right. Bridges switches onto him, trying to get it to Brunson, trying to get it to Johnson, being guarded by Brunson. Johnson has it in the post against him, spins to his left along the baseline, puts up the fall-away jumper. Too strong, can't get it to go. Robinson secures the rebound over Daniels, gets it over to McBride, pushing down the court, putting his head down, attacking, stops, pulls it back out, coming to his left. He has it up top, running the pick and roll with Robinson, coming to his right, stops, pump fakes over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart hands it off to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing, being guarded by Alexander Walker, back up top to McBride. McBride being guarded by Daniels, coming to his left, off the Bridges screen, putting his head down, attacking in the lane, puts up the little floater, comes up short. Robinson on the glass, can't get the rebound to go down, knocked out of bounds off of Mitchell Robinson. It's going to stay with going to go back to the Atlanta Hawks here. Shantae Thompson, what's up, Shantae? Durston, what's up, Durston? Bruce Fowler said, taking reservations for the cafe. Jonathan Kuminga comes into the game. He had a very big impact in game 2, especially for that comeback run. See how the Knicks respond. Vincent gets it over to Okongwu, out to Johnson, coming to his right. On the pull-up 3, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Bridges can't get to it. Kuminga able to grab it. Now they get it out to Okongwu, back to Kuminga, but a foul Mikal Bridges reaching in and knocking the ball loose. Bridges not happy with the foul call. Bruce Fowler said taking reservations, absolutely. Young On said, we were here 2 nights ago. We've been here for 4 years. Johnson, off the inbound, gets a free run to the basket for the easy layup. Nobody in help side. Josh Hart looking at Mitchell Robinson like, where are you? Brunson trying to push quickly, Josh Hart trying to push quickly the other way, knocked out of bounds off of Josh Hart. Josh Hart saying he was held. And another turnover for the Knicks, and now here comes Atlanta again. Uh-oh, New York, what are you doing to start this game? Dyson Daniels driving to the rim, gets inside, leaves it off to Kuminga for the lefty layup, got it to go. And again, the Atlanta Hawks pushing in transition. Knicks not getting back on defense, and suddenly it's ballooned to an 8-point lead. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, coming to his left off the McBride screen. Brunson picked up by Okongwu, sees 2, out to McBride, extra pass to Josh Hart, knocked out of bounds. You just got to shoot that, Deucey. You got to shoot that. Ball's going to stay here with the Knicks after the ref inadvertently pointed the wrong way. Mike said, what's going on with our Knicks? Atlanta kicking their butt right now, I'll tell you that. Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Chichi said, can Bridges give us 15 points at least? I mean, that's what I got up here, hopefully. He's providing excellent defense tonight, but yeah, you're going to need more than just good defense. Brunson off the handoff from Josh Hart gets the reverse layup to go down. Finally, the Knicks back up on the board, 17-11. Now here comes Daniels, leaves it off for Johnson. Johnson up top. Gets it over to Gabe Vincent. He spots up for a 3 over Brunson on the late switch, and Gabe Vincent knocks down a 3. And when you play at home, your role players tend to play better. So Gabe Vincent, you got to watch out for him. We remember a Knicks killer. Gabe Vincent is. Josh Hart on the right wing coming to his left, being guarded by Johnson. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by Dyson Daniels. Brunson crosses over to his left, stops, gets it over to Bridges, attacking along the baseline, slips, falls, and it's out of bounds going back to the Atlanta Hawks there. Mikal Bridges, brother, you got to give us something offensively, big dog. You got to give us something. What was that, brother? What was that? Slipped and fell. Here comes Atlanta bringing it down the other way. Josh Hart subs out. Who subbed in here? If Hart goes out to the bench, who's coming in? Landry Sham is still on the bench as well. Creative, what's up, Creative? No way Hawks go up 2-1. Early in the game, guys, early in the game. Okongwu hands it off to Daniels over to Kuminga, coming to his right. Swings it out to Johnson, being guarded by Anunoby. Anunoby comes back in. You get over to Kuminga. Kuminga being guarded by Deuce McBride, calling for a screen. Kuminga coming to his left off the screen. Driving it down against Robinson. Going into the paint. Follow-away jumper over him. Well contested. Got it to go down anyway for Jonathan Kuminga. And he's playing with a ton of confidence right now. Now here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, coming to his right. Jordan Clarkson at the scorer's table. Brunson gets it into the corner to Bridges, dribbling out to his left in the paint, kicks out to McBride. Left corner 3 for him. He's got a decent look. In and out, can't get it to stay. Rebounded by Jonathan Kuminga. Now here comes Kuminga bringing it down the other way, picked up by McBride, coming to his right. And it's a moving screen on Gabe Vincent. Ball back to the Knicks. Okay. 2:30 to go here, and the Knicks sitting with 11 points. Excellent defense from Atlanta, but the Knicks sitting with 11 points is a problem. Offense not showing up here. Right? Atlanta sitting with 22 points in this first quarter. Like, that's solid defense from the Knicks, but clearly your offense is not up to par right now. The biggest issue right now is the Knicks can't put the ball in the basket. Top 5 offense during the regular season and not showing up in the playoffs is not what you want to see. They have not had a good shooting game so far in this series. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Knicks down 11, 22-11. My biggest gripe right now, they can't put the ball in the basket. Excellent defense from the Hawks for sure, but Anunoby off the catch, swings it out to Brunson on the right corner. He puts up the three over Dyson Daniels, can't get it to go. Long rebound to Mitchell Robinson, swings it out to McBride. McBride on the left wing being guarded by Vincent, swings it back over to Brunson. Brunson going to run the pick and roll with McBride, pulls it out, being picked up by Vincent. Brunson crosses over to his right in the lane, leans in, floater, got it to go down for Jalen Brunson. All right, 2 minutes to go here. Come on, timer, keep up. 2 minutes to go here. Mr. Nixon with the Mr. Nixon. Playoff Knicks need to show up, for sure. The defense, I think, has been solid. McCollum is back in, coming to his left. He slips and falls, but a foul is called. Aiden K, what's up, Aiden? Knicks lock in now, please. Absolutely. I got to see the replay on that again. It looked like maybe CJ McCollum just tripped on his own, but maybe McBride clipped him, which forced him to step on his own foot. But again, Mike Brown doesn't use challenges, so what does it even matter? Jamaica Queen Strangler, what's up, Jamaica? This has gone out of hand. It's a 9-point game, guys. It's not gone out of hand yet. Mo Gay has it on the left wing, picks up his handle, got nowhere to go. Over to Daniels, hands it off to McCollum, being guarded by McBride, coming to his right, driving it down, stops, turns, spins, jumper over McBride, excellently contested, does not matter, as CJ McCollum knocks it down. 24 to 13, 9 for 17 from the field for the Atlanta Hawks, which is a little over 50%, while the New York Knicks are sitting at a measly, 35%. Brunson down the lane, leans in, draws the foul, and can't get the floater to go, but it'll go to the foul line for 2. And now again, a little bit of mixing up here. Kuminga, Robinson, Mo Gay all involved right now. And Dyson Daniels pulling Kuminga in, and he's like, brother, you better focus right now. Don't ruin this for us. Kuminga not backing down, though, but, Mitchell Robinson standing his ground. I wouldn't mess with Big Mitch if that were me. I wouldn't mess with Big Country down there. Kuminga standing in the way of Brunson. Mitchell Robinson got in the way. He said, don't do that. Don't do that to my guy. AP said, right here watching this garbage team. It has not been good. It has not been good. Vent your frustrations, guys, absolutely. I'll try to give you some confidence as Brunson knocks down the first free throw, but it's not been a good start at all for the New York Knicks. We're going to be all right long term, though. I got the faith. I got y'all. Christopher Baskerville said, okay, it's obviously Clarkson time. They got Clarkson in the game, brother. It might be Clarkson time. Somebody got to get it hot for this squad. Subscription for my guy. I wish I could read your name, brother, but appreciate you with the subscription, big dog. Brunson knocks down both free throws. 1:20 to go. Here comes McCollum bringing it down against McBride. Coming to his left off a Daniels screen. Brunson switches onto him. McCollum pump fake, spins, kicks it up top. Mo Gay, they daring him to shoot. He lines it up. Got it to go down for Mo Gay. And now it's 27 to 15, 12-point lead. Largest lead of the game for the Hawks. I think largest lead of the series for the Hawks here in Game 3. Brunson bringing it down, coming to his right off the Clarkson screen. Brunson driving it down against McCollum. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go. End the foul for Jalen Brunson. He was waiting for the foul call. He got it to go, but he also got the jumper to go. Can Jalen Brunson wake up for this squad? My goodness. Brunson up to 10 points in this quarter. Got one more coming at the free throw line. Please knock down your free throws. Bruce Fowler said, Brown hasn't made any adjustments. He looks overwhelmed. I wouldn't say that, but it hasn't looked great. And the small adjustments he has made, I haven't loved. Keith Modeste, what's up, Keith? He said, I am here. Yeah, they'll pull it off, hopefully. Dog Catcher, what's up, the Dog Catcher? Is Brunson does knock down his and one free throw. Okay, it's back to a 9-point game. 27 to 18. 18 first quarter points for the Knicks is not good at all. 50 seconds to go in this first quarter. Brunson has 11 of those 18 points, by the way. Anunoby has 7 of them. A pull-up three for Jonathan Kuminga. Got it to go. And Kuminga is lining it up. 30 first quarter points here for the Hawks. While you're stuck on 18 is not a good look here in this quarter. Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Brunson has it up top, dancing with it, sees a double team, kicks it over to McBride, hands it back off to Brunson, coming to his right. Brunson step back right wing three for him, can't get it to go. Robinson on the glass, can't get the rebound to go. Loose ball, Clarkson picks it up, pump fakes in the lane, kicks it out. Anunoby, wide open left wing three, right left corner three, got it to go for OG. Great job by Clarkson with the offensive rebound after Robinson kept it alive, kicked it out to a relocating Anunoby who knocks it down. 20 seconds to go here. McCollum will bring it down and hold it for the final shot of the quarter. He's being guarded by McBride. He's going to run a pick and roll with Dyson Daniels, try to get a Brunson switch. 10 seconds to go now. McCollum Coming to his left off the Daniel screen. They hedge out hard. Show two. That McCollum picks up his handle. Gets it over to Mo Gay. Swings it out. Kuminga, wide open three in the right wing. Got it to go down for Jonathan Kuminga, who has shown up big time here in this first quarter. They get it to Anunoby. Anunoby with the half-court heave at the buzzer. Way too high. Hits the top of the backboard, and that will be the end of our first quarter. And the Knicks have an issue here in this first quarter. Jonathan Kuminga with 10 points, 4 for 4 from the field. Will that continue to go on here tonight? We'll see. But Jalen Brunson, 11. OG Anunoby, 10. Nobody else has scored for the Knicks. There's your 11 points right there from two guys. That's it. That's it. Deuce McBride 0 for 2. Clarkson yet to take a shot. Mitchell Robinson yet to really take a shot. He's 0 for 1. I assume a tip-in. They gave him an opportunity there. And Jalen Brunson 4 for 8. OG Anunoby 4 for 9. Where's the production coming from? Nick Yak said, OMG, didn't expect this start. I wouldn't say this is a super shocking start. I am really disappointed in the offense, though. Really disappointed in the Knicks offense, though. Mark said, piss poor first. Not a good one. Not a good one at all. Aiden said, getting cooked by Kuminga. Crazy nickname that I will not say. Yeah. Kuminga 4 for 4 so far. 10 points, playing with a ton of confidence. And now that you've given him confidence, here we go. It's going to snowball for you. AP with a very generous super chat. I can't wait to read your comment, AP. He said, how do they not get up for this game? They are up for this game. You got to give credence to the other team, AP. It's not like the Knicks are playing the Washington Wizards. They're up for this game. The Hawks are just playing better than them right now. I just wonder why I feel the way I feel about this team. Hit the likes. To them, that's a job and fire. To them, it's a job and fire. Oh, to them, it's a job and fire Mike Brown. I completely disagree, AP. They've come out and they're playing hard. Specifically, Josh Hart, who has yet to score here tonight. Mikal Bridges, who's played excellently defensively. But overall, the Atlanta Hawks are playing an extremely good defensive game, and the New York Knicks are not adjusting right now, and they got to adjust to it. They got to get buckets, and they are not doing so right now. Karl-Anthony Towns has taken 2 shots and has yet to score. We talked about all after game 1 and 2, the Knicks need to make an adjustment, get Karl-Anthony Towns going, and yet did not get going in the first quarter. Partly his fault, partly the rest of the team's fault, partly because the Atlanta Hawks are playing excellent defense on him and have a great game plan going right now, but really struggling overall. Keith said, let's play more physical. Mighty Montreal. Knicks doing an Orlando Magic impersonation in the first quarter. I mean, that was a close game. That was a tied ball game at halftime. I don't want to say that. Ian Parkins with WN. Brown won't win it with his coaching. The players are going to have to do it without help from the coach. And the Knicks, if that's the case, the Knicks are right back where they were under Tom Thibodeau. But I like Tom Thibodeau's utilization of challenges. I like Tom Thibodeau's utilization of timeouts. Whereas Mike Brown, I question both of those things. So if that's the case, the Knicks downgraded in coaching. Villainette TV said, thanks for not being biased, Chevy. Let them know how it's coming from the Southeast. You got to have respect for your opponent, man. You saying that the Knicks did not show up today is not having respect for the Atlanta Hawks, right? There's a reason why I decided to cover as many teams this season. We covered games from every single team this year, right? We covered Atlanta Hawks multiple times. We covered over 10 games of the Atlanta Hawks this season. So we know this team decently well. Obviously not as well as other Hawks fans who watched all 82, but we know them pretty decently well, right? I've been nothing but complimentary to the Atlanta Hawks because I got respect for this team. They're an incredibly good basketball team. AB said, I'm going to be happy to say this, the day this team is broken up, get some new blood in here. You will not be happy the day this team is broken up, AP, because they will likely take a step back and be a lottery team again. And then you will be complaining about how this team is not competing anymore. Can't win in the fan base. Here we go. We're back into it, but Amazon Prime doesn't have the game ready to go. Finally, here we go. Mo Gay has it up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it, swings it out to Corey Kispert, coming to his left off the Gay screen, driving it down in the lane, puts up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. Mo Gay right there with the offensive rebound and put back with 2 hands. And it's a 14-point lead for the Atlanta Hawks now, 35-21. Jose Alvarado is bringing it down. Mike Brown just going to everybody right now. Come on, Mike Brown. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why play Jordan Clarkson if we're going to go back to Jose Alvarado here? They get it up top to Towns, being guarded by Alexander Walker, putting his head down, kicks it out to nobody as Clarkson was curling off the screen, and Towns turns it over. You guys wanted more Towns? There's what you're getting from Karl-Anthony Towns. Mike said we're getting killed on the boards. Yep. Alexander Walker has it up top. Coming to his left off the Mo Gay screen. Driving it down to his left, kicks it up top to Mo Gay. He's playing in confident to give him the wide open three. He misses it off the back rim. Towns with the rebound. Gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson will bring it down. Being guarded by Corey Kispert. Clarkson coming to his right off the Town screen. Driving it down against Kuminga. Stops. Hands it off to Anunoby, being guarded by Mo Gay. Anunoby gets it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing. Pump fakes, being guarded by Kispert. Give it to him in the post then, if that's the case. He fakes the handoff, goes to the rim for the big one-handed hammer. There you go, Big Cat. Can we just give it to Towns in the post right now? Who do they got out there to guard him? They're going small. There's nobody out here who can guard him. Just go to him in the post a little bit. Kuminga throws up a floater, gets fouled by OG Anunoby, and OG signaling to his coaching staff to challenge. But we know this coaching staff does not challenge ever, so it's a moot point. Hashman to the game's over? I wouldn't say that, brother. Ricardo Cepeda said the threes are abandoning the Knicks. Cat, your field goal attempts are too low. Threes are abandoning the Knicks. That's a good point. Knicks, one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league. Top 10. I don't remember exactly where they ended up, but they were top 10, hovering around like 5, 6, 7, 8, around there. And, yep, not shooting it well at all during these games. Naughty Ghost, what's up, Naughty Ghost? The NFL draft is tonight at 8. I'm curious if you're a Giants or Jets fan. Neither, brother, neither. Justin23 said Hawks will choke, Knicks will come back. We'll see. They're digging themselves into a mighty big hole here as the Hawks split the free throws there. Kuminga split the free throws. Clarkson down the lane against Corey Kispert. Leans in, draws the foul. Rattles in the floater, and he'll go to the foul line for one more. It's exactly what I like to see from Jordan Clarkson. You're a walking bucket, brother. Don't forget, I like that you're locking in defensively and you're attacking the boards and doing a lot of the garbage work and small-time things. But don't forget who you are, Jordan Clarkson. Don't forget where you made your bones in this league. You're a bucket getter. Go get yourself a bucket every now and again, especially when the team starts to get a little stagnant. Just that said, this is about what I expected, honestly. Clarkson misses the free throw, though. Anunoby knocks the rebound into the air, and Alexander Walker recovers it. Here comes McCollum being guarded by Jose Alvarado. McCollum has it up top. Coming to his right off a go screen. Alvarado fighting through all of these screens, not giving him an inch. Coming to his left off a re-screen. McCollum down the lane, step back, baseline fall away. Got it to go over Towns. CJ McCollum continues to be a bucket himself. And here come the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson up top, coming to his right off a double screen. Clarkson pulls it out as Kuminga switches onto him. They swing it over to Jose Alvarado. Karl Anthony Towns has Mo Gay switched onto him right now. Can we give it to Towns? Alvarado, there you go. Alvarado waving everybody away. He said, come get it, Big Cat, come get it. Alvarado coming to his left off a Towns screen, picks up his handle. He's got nowhere to go. Gets it over to Towns. Towns swings it out. Anunoby, pump fakes, and it's a shot clock violation. That's on the bingo card. But the Knicks doing way too much swinging the ball around. Excellent defense from the Atlanta Hawks there, but too much helter-skelter play from the Knicks, taking way too long to get into something. Karl Anthony Towns not being aggressive enough. Looking for too many pick and pops. Brother, go to the rim. Stop fading out to the three-point line. Catch it in that high post and either shoot that mid-range shot or get to the basket. This is playoff basketball. Don't love the way Karl Anthony Towns has come out here tonight. For all of the talk about Karl Anthony Towns should dominate, he's got the matchup advantage. It needs to be a Towns series. He has not been very good here tonight at all so far to start. Zenitube said OG doing too much? I mean, OG Anunoby's taking 9 shots tonight. Somebody got to take these shots. Karl Anthony Towns, if he's not going to be aggressive enough looking for the ball. McCollum on the pull-up three against Alvarado, draws the foul, and Alvarado will send him, CJ McCollum, to the foul line for 3 free throws. As this lead could swell to 16 points here with McCollum at the foul line. Ricardo said, nobody can stop you in the painted area, Cat. Pretty much. Not in this small ball unit. The Atlanta Hawks going a small ball, and the Knicks not finding ways to counter it right now. McCollum misses the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming. Hashman said this game is over, man. Brother, do you watch NBA basketball? Supa, what's up, Supa? Sean Edit said, Cat ain't got a post-up game. He doesn't. But when you got Mo Gay on you, what you can do out of that post-up is force a double team and then try to operate out of that. The Knicks not feeding Karl Anthony Towns in the post one time here tonight. He's got an okay post-up game. He doesn't have a ton of moves, but he's not horrific in the post. McCollum knocks down 2 free throws out of the 3, knocks it up to a 15-point game. 9:30 to go here. Here comes Jose Alvarado directing traffic, telling everybody to get away. Gets it over to Anunoby. Fakes the handoff, coming to his left. OG Anunoby dances with it against Mo Gay. Swings it over to Alvarado on the right wing. We're going to isolate OJ Anunoby. That was the play call. Alvarado has it up top. Karl-Anthony Towns has not looked to come get the ball one time. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson up top. Going to run a pick and roll with Jose Alvarado. What is this offensive possession? A pull-up three from Jordan Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Kuminga able to grab it. What was that offensive possession? What was the play call? What was the options? What were we looking to do? They leave it off from McCollum. A deep straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded to Towns. Towns. Quick hit ahead to Alvarado, bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, bump in the lane, foul, layup for Jose Alvarado, screaming in the face of Alexander Walker. And Alvarado will go to the foul line for one more. What was that offensive possession previously? I'm still thinking about it. The Knicks brought it down off the made free throw, so you can set up a play here. They swung it to OG Anunoby, who isolated for like 4 or 5 seconds against Mo Gay, didn't go anywhere, and then they were stuck doing nothing. What was that? Cashman said, obviously I'll watch it, brother. Plenty of comebacks in the fourth quarter alone, just don't see it. Well, doesn't mean the game's necessarily over, brother. I wouldn't say that early in the second quarter. Christian Blaze said, Knicks fans gotta chill. Y'all a good second half team. You little faith. I'm trying to tell him, Christian Blaze, like, yeah, be upset. Then your frustrations. Give me criticism about what you see from happening with the game. But there's so many of you in the chat talking about, oh, game's over. Oh, I knew this team wouldn't show up. My goodness, put your big boy pants off. Take the diapers off. It's time for a fresh diaper, at least. Alvarado knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Gabe Vincent has it up top, being guarded by Alvarado. Gets it over to Okongwu, being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to CJ McCollum, coming to his right, driving it down against Towns in the paint. They swing it around. Gabe Vincent ran off the line by Clarkson all the way to the rim. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Gets fouled by Mikal Bridges. And Gabe Vincent will go to the foul line for 2. 12-point game. Curtis Payne. What's up, Curtis? Curtis Painter said, Sheffy always having to lift up our own fans. My goodness, you would think this was a fan base of 12-year-olds, the way some of you guys act in the chat. Gigi said, what is Cat doing? Ty is your time. This is your time to prove people wrong. Yeah, I don't love the way Karl-Anthony Towns has come out tonight. Very passive, not calling for the ball, not demanding plays being called for him. Like, demand it. Be like, no, give me the ball. We're going to run a set where I get the ball in the post. We're going to come down. We're going to run a pick and roll immediately. No, none of this handoff action. None of this swinging to Anunoby. We'll swing it back to somebody. No, Alvarado, you bring the ball down. I'm going to come up, set the screen. Simplify this. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Alvarado will bring it down after Vincent knocked down 2 free throws. Back to 14 it goes. 8:30 to go here in the second quarter. Alvarado up top, coming to his left up the Town screen. Alvarado now coming to his right. Trying to get it to Towns. They do get it to Towns, but ball knocked loose. Alvarado picks it up. Towns not being aggressive, establishing position for the ball, man. They get over to Clarkson. Clarkson bringing it down against Jalen Johnson. Coming to his left in the lane. Fall away jumper over him. Can't get it to go. Towns the offensive rebound and the putback. Okay, go get her off the boards then, I guess. We'll take that too. Farm Boy TV. What's up, Farm Boy TV? Alexander Walker coming to his left. Pulls it back out as Towns switches onto him. Alexander Walker's going to isolate here. Attacking to his left. Scoop play with the left hand, can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes flying in for the rebound. Josh Hart bringing it down the other way. Josh Hart, cross-court pass to Clarkson. Clarkson over to Bridges. Left corner three from McHale. He's got space. He can't get it to go. Long rebound. Johnson grabs it. Shot out of a cannon, bringing it down. Hit ahead to Alexander Walker to the paint. Tries to kick it out. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, though, and he lays it up and in. Knicks not getting back on defense as a team. Guys hustle back to the rim. Back to 14 it goes. 30-44. Even when you get a stop, you still can't score on the other end. You're not going to make a comeback happen if you don't get stops and scores. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Kuminga. Swings it out to Josh Hart on the right wing. Attacking to his left. Stops in the paint. Slips and falls. No fouls called. Josh Hart in the paint. Leaves it off. Alvarado flips it up and in, got it to go. Jose Alvarado's been excellent in his playing time for the most part. I shouldn't say excellent. He's been very good in his playing time, though. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? They get over to Kuminga, being guarded by Clarkson. Jab step, going to put him in the post. Backing him down in the lane, across the lane. Ball got stripped from him, hit ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson bringing it down to 3-on-2 fast break. In the lane, a layup, can't get it to go. Josh Hart, the offensive rebound in the paint, puts it up, can't get it to go. Towns with the tip up and in. Josh Hart screaming at the official, wants the foul, and a timeout is going to be called. It's back to 10. Knicks frustrated with the lack of calls here. Karl-Anthony Towns now up to 6 points, 3 for 4 from the field. Starting to get it off the offensive boards. You like to see that. Super said we need stops and shots. Yeah. 10-point game here, 44-34. Knicks have been pretty brutal offensively here tonight. As a matter of fact, we could take a look at this right here. We do have shot clock violation. You got to let me know what's going on with this bingo card, y'all, because I'm going to be too locked into the game. Draft hasn't started yet. Y'all said it started at 8, so we got 7 minutes till the draft starts. Okay. Troy, Carolina, what's up, Troy? We chipping at it. It's a long game. It's a 10-point game. Y'all acting like the Knicks were down 25. Keith said, here we come, grinding. Yeah, it's going to be a long game. I don't suspect the Knicks will get blown out here tonight. I'd be very surprised if that were the outcome. Ricardo said, hey, the Proud Hawks fan, what's up? I miss you. Lee Weishi said, stop shooting threes. You kind of need to keep shooting threes, but not entirely, obviously, right? If the threes aren't going down, find a way to get to the basket. Brunson 0 for 4 from 3 tonight. Bridges 0 for 2. Karl Anthony Towns 0 for 1. OJ Anunoby's knocked down 2 threes. He's the only one who hit a 3 tonight. Jose Alvarado hasn't taken one. I was looking at free throws. Jordan Clarkson 0 for 1 from 3. So you are a grand total of 2 for what? 2 for 14 from three-point range, while the Hawks are 6 for 10, right? So here, you want to see why the Atlanta Hawks have a 10-point lead? They've hit 4 more threes than you for 12 points. Will they slow down from 3? Will you pick it up from 3? Will the game start to flip then? We'll see. Gigi said, why is Bridges a starter? Brother. What do you mean, Gigi? This is why Mikal Bridges is a starter. This is a guy averaging 21 points per game this season, and he's about to be named the most improved player this year. This is why Mikal Bridges is a starter, big dog. This right here. This right here. This right here. This stat line right here is why Mikal Bridges is out there. He's done excellent. I'm not looking at Mikal Bridges one bit as a proponent as to why the Knicks are down 10 right now. Not one bit. Ron Tardiv, what's up, Ron? Appreciate you, brother. My guy, AP, and very, very generous of you, brother. Appreciate you. He said, they lose this series. We are talking 06 Mets here. They won't be able to hang their hat anywhere in the city. You might have to give away my jerseys. AP, they won't lose the series, brother. You said that last year against the Pistons. You said that the year before that. You said that last year against the Celtics. You said that last year against the Pacers. It's always doom and gloom with my guy, AP. I'm trying to bring you over to the bright side, brother. Just think back to the time where you went live to the games and you saw them play and you saw how hard they actually played. Christian Blaze said, Mikal won 2 games for the Knicks versus the Celtics last year. He did. But even beyond that, even if we're just talking about this series, Christian, what are we watching here? Mikal Bridges has shut the water off of their best perimeter scorer. You know, like this is excellent. This is excellent defense from Mikal Bridges here tonight. I don't know what more you want from him. Do you also want him to be a 20-point scorer while locking up Alexander Walker? Like, yeah, I want him to knock down a couple of shots here. He's got 0 points, over 2 from the field, both of them being threes. Yes, knock down a couple of shots, Mikal. Also, 2 turnovers. That's rough for a guy who doesn't really handle the ball that much. But come on. Hashman said, we need to stop Kuminga because no way he is 11 right now. Yeah, I mean, guard him better for sure, but I'm really not too concerned about that. He's knocked down 2 threes here tonight. Just continue to make it difficult for him. He'll eventually miss some shots. Don't give him any open looks. Fame, what's up, Fame? My 2 Fave East teams first end against each other killed me, but I'm a Georgian, so I'm side with Atlanta this time. Appreciate you, Frame. Appreciate you. You win either way, brother. You win either way. Christian Blaze said, Nas a non-factor right now. Yep. And it's all thanks to one guy. Well, not one guy. It's a team effort, obviously, to slow down Alexander Walker. But Daniels has it up top. Good ball denied from the Knicks so far. They get over to they get it over to McCollum, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left. Josh Hart switches onto him. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Step back. Baseline. Spins. Great defense from Josh Hart. He's got nowhere to go. Spins again. One-legged fall away over Josh Hart. Got it to go down. You can't play any better defense than that. CJ McCollum just rises up and knocks it down off the one-legged Dirk fader along the baseline. Literally can't play any better defense other than to block their shot. Bridges has it up top. Gets it over to Robinson. Ball knocked loose by Okongwu, who picks it up going the other way. And the Knicks are just too slow right now offensively. Nothing is being done with ferocity. Explode to the ball. Come out and receive it. Establish position. Bad pass from Bridges, but even worse positioning from Robinson to give up that steal. Brunson has it in the post against McCollum. Crosses over to his right. Down the lane. Spins off of him. Floater. Got it to go for Brunson. Getting into his bag. Okay. Literally nobody else is getting it going offensively. Jalen Brunson said, I'll do it myself. Jalen Johnson up top. Leaves it off for Okongwu as the trailer. Puts up the straightaway 3. Comes up well short. Josh Hart with the rebound. Josh Hart flying in for the rebound. Josh Hart, 5 boards, 3 assists, is yet to score. He's only taken the 1 shot. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson up top being guarded by Daniels. Brunson swings through to his right. Sees the double team. McCollum now flees, allows Dyson Daniels to scram switch back to him. Brunson down the lane, off the one-legged floater, comes up short, rebound by Dyson Daniels. Excellent defense. Hit ahead to McCollum, bringing it down against Josh Hart. And Josh Hart forces McCollum to step on the sideline. Good defense from him. 5:20 to go here. It's a 12-point deficit for the Knicks, 36-48. Offense continues to be a problem. Mikal Bridges bringing it down. He has it up top. 5:20 to go. Bridges coming to his right off a Brunson screen. Now they get over to Brunson, being guarded by McCollum. They show a double team. Inside pass to Bridges. Foul line. Pull-up jumper. In and out. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Jalen Johnson. Here comes Jalen Johnson bringing it down. Bridges, you got to knock down those open ones, man. Putting his head down, attacking Bridges off the bounce. They kick it out to Dyson Daniels for an open three. He can't get it to go. And, oh, my goodness, Kuminga coming out of nowhere for a big one-handed hammer. And the Knicks are just lackadaisical now. Now you want to talk about the Knicks not showing up, being ready to play. Anunoby bullying his way to the basket, gets blocked by Okongwu, and the Atlanta Hawks are absolutely red hot right now, offensively and defensively. Kuminga driving it down against Brunson, blows past him in the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Anunoby rips a rebound down, hits the floor, gets it over to Bridges. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. 14-point deficit. Brunson up top, crosses over to his right, being guarded by Dyson Daniels now. Brunson coming to his left, picks up his handle, pass fake. Gets it over to Josh Hart on the left wing. He lines up the left wing three. In and out, can't get it to go. And the three-point shot has completely abandoned this team right now. They got nothing going down. One team playing with immense confidence. The other team is not. Johnson gets it over to Daniels. Back to Johnson. Coming to his right. Driving it down in the lane. Against Anunoby. Can't get the layup to go, but a foul is called. Jalen Johnson will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. One team playing with immense confidence. The other team is not. Jalen Johnson at the foul line for 2. And this is not looking good. Joseph said this team sucks. I think Mitchell Robinson has been flat out bad here tonight. I'd get him out of this game entirely. I'd play Karl Anthony Towns 40-plus minutes tonight. Mitchell Robinson has been flat out bad here tonight. Johnson knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Chaotic Style said, in Atlanta with my Ewing jersey, someone said to me, Knicks losing tonight, bruh. So much for Knicks in 5. We're not there yet. Mark said, we're cooked. It's not looking good, Mark. It's not looking good. Just that's in Mitchell minus 13. The eye test matches that. I think Mitchell Robinson has been flat out bad here tonight. The Atlanta Hawks have gone on multiple runs with Mitchell Robinson on the court. Get him out of the game. Put Towns in. Like I said, I'd lean on him for 40 minutes tonight. Get Mitch out of here. And you guys know me. Favorite player on the team. But he ain't bringing it. Get him out of the game. Josh Hart has it up top. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing being guarded by Alexander Walker. Leaves it off for Brunson. Brunson picks up his handle. Coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off for Robinson in the paint. Two-handed hammer. Nice pass from Brunson. McCollum on the right wing being guarded by Brunson. Crosses over to his left. Step back three from McCollum. Got it to go. He's cooking. Like I said, one team playing with confidence. The other team is not. One team can make threes. The other team cannot. 16 points from McCollum tonight. 6 for 8 from the field. You said Chevy don't like this. He mad? I'm pretty annoyed. Susan said, I'm predicting a third quarter rising time coming into effect. 17-point deficit for the Knicks. 38-55. 3:46 to go. We got a technical here? We got a foul. What was the foul? Off-ball foul? Alexander Walker's at the foul line here. Why is he at the foul line? What was the call? Mark said it's over. It's not looking good, Mark. It's not looking good. Christian Blake said third foul on Anunoby. Let's go. Alexander Walker knocks down the free throw for his first point of the night. It's an 18-point deficit for the Knicks here with 3:40 to go. I don't like this at all. This one might be over. Y'all might have been right. Brunson gets it over to Towns, has it on the left wing, hands it off to Brunson, coming to his left, down the lane, stops, turns, spin, pump fake, steps through, puts it up over Daniels, comes up short, excellent defense from Dyson Daniels. We had one action, and Brunson shot up a contested floater off of one leg over Daniels. Why do we keep doing that? McCollum coming to his right, stops, pulls it out, coming to his left, steps back, crosses over, puts up the three, well contested, comes up short, rebound. Towns battling for it, loose ball. Daniels able to pick it up, inside the Johnson, hop step in the lane, gets blocked by Towns, gets it over to Bridges. It's a 5-on-4 as Johnson hit the floor. Bridges bringing it down. You got to get a good shot here. They leave it off to Towns, to the rim, spins off of Daniels in the lane, layup, got it to go. Had to get a good shot there. Here comes C.J. McCollum bringing it down. Coming to his right, off the Okongwu screen, slip pass to Okongwu, down the lane, kicks it out to Jalen Johnson. Wide open in rhythm, left wing three, comes up short. Brunson knocks the rebound loose. Josh Hart able to pick it up, off and running. Josh Hart down the lane against McCollum, gets blocked by McCollum, out of bounds off of Josh Hart. It's going back to the Hawks. Josh, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Excellent defense from CJ McCollum. Lana Mona said, why is this team so inconsistent? Not good enough coaching. Not good enough chemistry on this team right now. Not liking it. Ken Robinson said, it's getting ugly right now. It's a little ugly. It's a little ugly. Not a little. It's pretty ugly. It's pretty ugly. Christopher Ronaldo? What's up, Chris? This team has 2 smart players. That might be stretching it, brother. That might be stretching it. Two is a little high. Sean Collins said, CJ McCollum out here like Tyler Halliburton haunting us. The Knicks are making him look like he's 27 again. Christian Blaze said, it's still Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5 until proven otherwise, brother. Until proven otherwise. Marcus Miller said, good evening. Sheffy, it is over, sir. Come ride with us. We are on our way to a banner 19. Never, brother. Never. Ricardo said, if there's one thing I like about the Knicks is they know how to come back big. They do indeed. Game not over yet. Aiden said, why aren't the bigs in the paint? It's a good question, Aiden. It's a good question. We can't feed Karl Anthony Towns in the mid to high post on the wings. It's got to be out by the three-point line. And yes, I know, Karl Anthony Towns has to do a better job of establishing position. I'm with you guys on that. But my goodness. My goodness. Tiz said, I'm going to be honest, Knicks should be down 25 right now. They should be. Here's the thing. Here's what I keep going back to. I keep going back to this. 5 more made threes for the Hawks. It's 15 points. And there's your 16-point lead. Christian said, shot clock violation is the only bingo square right now. Yeah, let's pull that up. Because this game might get to a point where where that's all we're covering. JP Nick said, a team that lose 9 in a row, it's not a good team. What team lost 9 in a row? I don't think either one of these teams lost 9 in a row. Did the Hawks lose 9 in a row? So all we've had is a shot clock violation. And where is that? Down here. The offense has been pretty putrid from the Knicks so far. And yes, it's been excellent defense from the Atlanta Hawks, but the Knicks not doing anything to compromise their defense at all. That's all we got. Sons Jen said, yeah, I don't like what Mike Brown has done with the place. Yeah, I'm not liking it either. 2:45 to go here in this first half. Patrick Thomas said the coach and his choice of players match up. Diawara and Kolek should be playing. I don't know if this is the series for Mo Diawara. You guys want Mo Diawara? I would not put him against this defensive pressure the Hawks are supplying right now. I would not do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Tyler Kolek is another issue. He has shown throughout his career that he does not handle ball pressure very well. At all. So again, I don't think this is a very good matchup for him. Maybe it could work out. But again, who is he guarding? Who is Tyler Kolek guarding? You have the same issue that you have with Jalen Brunson if you put Tyler Kolek out there. Now, we can make the argument that somebody needs to grease the wheels of this offense right now, but my goodness. Simon Joss said this is a game first, the 40-point quarter? This is the game for the 40-point quarter. Well, we don't have that on our bingo card. If we're ever time for the Knicks to explode offensively, it would be in this game here tonight. McCollum has it up top being guarded by McBride. McBride back in. CJ McCollum, it does not matter who has guarded him. He is absolutely cooked here tonight. They get over to Johnson, inside pass to Daniels, in the lane, kicks it out. Okongwu wide open, left corner 3, excellent ball movement. Okongwu throws up an air ball. Towns hit ahead to Jordan Clarkson, bringing it down against McCollum. Clarkson euros down the lane, layup, got it to go. Jordan Clarkson, if there's anything he's going to do, is going to finish on a fast break. Jordan Clarkson just has all the moves in the world, knows where to bring the ball and whatnot. Excellent finish over McCollum there. Alexander Walker coming to his left, sidestep 3 over Jordan Clarkson, can't get it to go. Rebound knocked loose, trying to save it. Daniels out of bounds, ball is going to go back to the Knicks here. 2:11 to go. Take how was said JC start battling. Somebody is scoring other than Brunson, Towns, and Anunoby. Has anybody scored other than these 4 players? I think the Knicks have gotten contributions from 4 players. They get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart high post, being guarded by Jalen Johnson. Spins, hands it off to McBride. Catches, has space, fires up the 3. Thank goodness a 3-point shot went down for the Knicks. Thank you, Deuce. It's an 11-point game. Under 2 to go. Get this around 10 or under 10 going into halftime, and I'll feel all right because it's been a pretty poor offensive first half here. Jordan Clarkson chasing McCollum down the lane floater. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Towns the rebound. Quick outlet to Clarkson. I really like the effort Clarkson has put in tonight. Clarkson bringing it down. In and out dribble, coming to his right. Loses his balance. Pulls it all the way back out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart hands it back off to Clarkson. Clarkson against Okongwu. Clarkson dancing with it. Coming to his right. Down the lane. Leans in. Off glass. Got it to go Jordan Clarkson. Get me a bucket, JC. Get me a bucket. Back to 9. Got to string together stops and scores here. Here comes Jalen Johnson. Javon Keene. What's up, Javon? Wood Alexander is just there for looks tonight. Jalen Johnson coming to his left. He's got a lane all the way to the rim. Comes up short on the layup. Jalen Johnson. My goodness, what's going on, big dog? Brunson hit head to Clarkson. Left corner 3. Oh, he's feeling it. Ooh, I would have popped off, big dog. We got to get those to go down. Okongwu hit ahead to Dyson Daniels. Or hit the pump fake. Dyson Daniels out to Jalen Johnson, and it's a foul on Brunson stepping in front of Alexander Walker there. Brunson, the first time you didn't fall down after a player ran into you. Come on, big dog. It's officially 8 o'clock. You guys can let me know what's going on with the draft. They're in the bonus, so Alexander Walker's going to get 2 free throws. Come on, JB. Stopping the momentum, big dog. Andrew Brooks said, come on, guys, our team needs support right now. Too many negative comments. Let's go, Nick. Second half comeback is imminent. I say all the time, feel all the feelings you're feeling, for sure. But also give me some constructive criticism. Don't just be like, oh, no, we're doomed. You guys have watched back. You guys are the Knicks fan base is too smart of a fan base. And yeah, a lot of comments I've gotten tonight is a whole lot of crying. Come on, man. Tell me what you're seeing, what you would like to see. Those are the comments I appreciate, right? Even the comments I don't necessarily agree with. Eric C. with the Eric, right? Even the comments I don't agree with, like, oh, give me Kolek or Mo Diawara, right? At least that's something we could talk about. Alexander Walker hit the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. Knocks down the second free throw. 58-47 under a minute to go. Knicks bringing it down. Brunson up top. Brunson coming to his right up the Deuce McBride screen. Brunson on the right wing being picked up by McCollum. They show 2 out to Deuce McBride. He's going to spot it for a deep straightaway 3. He's going to knock another one down. Thank you, Deuce McBride. Courtesy of Deuce McBride, the game is down to 8. Some 3-point shots going down. Thank you, Deuce. Here comes McCollum. McCollum up top being guarded by Clarkson. Coming to his left off the Okongwu screen, stinging it back to his right hand down the lane against Towns, kicks it out to nobody. McBride in the lane. Alexander Walker able to recover it. You got it snatched those dudes. Hit him right in the face. Alexander Walker crosses over to his right, going all the way down to the lane. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Brunson saves it into Josh Hart with a good box out from Josh Hart, knocking the ball loose, and Brunson will bring it down. Final shot of the quarter. It's an 8-point game. The Knicks got it back to single digits after a really poor first half. That was a horrendous first half from the Knicks. It's an 8-point game. Brunson with 10 seconds to go. Coming to his left, picks up his handle. Coming to his left again. Coming to his right, picks up his handle again. Has nowhere to go, leaves it off to McBride. McBride coming to his left, behind the back, coming to his right, puts up the 3 at the buzzer. Deuce McBride comes up short, and that'll be the end of the first half right there. Deuce, as soon as you catch that and Daniels hedges out there, you got to rise up and shoot. You got to rise up and shoot, because he might be in your airspace, and that could be a foul, big dog. And it's the end of the half anyway, so you just got to rise up and shoot. And say, foul me. Foul me. I might not knock this down, but you got to foul me. Either way, it's an 8-point game. That was a horrendous first half from the Knicks. They ended the first half on a 12-2 run to get it back to 8. Down by, what was as many as they were down by? 17? 18? 18, I think it was. MBM said, Cafe of Ye of Little Faith has half sour lemonade. Andrew Johnson. What's up, Andrew Johnson? Knicks can still win. It's an 8-point game. It can go either way. Really poor first half from the Knicks overall. The High Vibe. What's up, High Vibe? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your generosity. He said, go Knicks. Sheffy is cooking tonight. Appreciate you, brother. Ching, what's up, Ching? Coach should trust JC. More minutes. I mean, of the bench guys, Jordan Clarkson, Jose Alvarado, Deuce McBride need to be the guys. No Landry Shamet tonight? Is that what I'm seeing? All right, hold on. We gotta go through this. Nothing on our board is pretty much happening tonight other than Kuminga for 10 and 5 and McCollum for 25. Those are the only things on pace right now. Slayer said Towns with 8 rebounds. We needed that. All right, let's take a look at it. We'll start with the team stats. I like starting with the team stats. We'll see. We'll evaluate what's going on overall with the team and whatnot. So the Knicks, courtesy of Deuce McBride, didn't go into the half absolutely horrendous from three. Thank you, Deuce McBride, for knocking down 2 threes at the end there to cut the lead down by 6 points and get it to an 8-point game under double digits. John Mazzola, what's up, John? Appreciate you, brother. He said, okay, we got the second half. Second half team, the Knicks. What you got for us, New York? What you got for us? Knicks 21 for 48 from the field. Hawks 19 for 42. Right? But they made more threes and they've gone to the foul line. Oh, no, they haven't. Yes, they have. They've gone to the foul line more. 16 attempts to the Knicks, 5 attempts. So the Knicks desperately losing the free throw battle and losing the three-point shooting battle as well. 44% from three for the Atlanta Hawks. If they slow down in the second half at all from three-point range, the Knicks will have the ability to win this basketball game here tonight. Rebounds, 24-22. The Knicks actually beating them on the glass so far. They have 2 more offensive rebounds. That's where it's come from. Tied in the defensive rebounding column there. Assists, 4-4. Not a ton of, 10-8. Sorry, I'm reading the next line. 10-8 in the assist battle. So the Knicks slightly winning that one. Steals, 4-4. Blocks, 2-3. So in the Stocks game, about even. 8 turnovers to 6 turnovers. The Knicks got to cut down on the turnovers, man. 8 first-half turnovers is far too many turnovers. Patrick Thomas said, at a moment, Diawara and Dadier will give us more size and physicality. Bridges is trash. Don't know why the coach is playing Bridges so much playing time. Patrick, brother, are we watching the same game, big dog? What are you watching, big dog? Mikal Bridges has been so good tonight. You're talking about size and physicality. Why are you talking about size and physicality? Size and physicality is what? Defense? That's what you want? You want more defense. And you're saying Mikal Bridges is the problem. You're saying Mikal Bridges is the problem. We need more size and physicality. Their leading scorer has 3 points at halftime. Courtesy of Mikal Bridges. What are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? Ian Parkins had first pick, Mendoza to the Raiders. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Raiders. Vegas, right? Good luck with that, Vegas. Eric C. said, plug them birds, Angela. What did Angela say? Let's let the Knicks take them Hawks by their feathers and send them featherless. Crazy, Angela, crazy. Love the energy, though. Christian Blade said Alexander Walker is 0 for 5 thanks to Bridges mostly. Yeah, I don't understand the Bridges slander here today. It makes no sense to me. Like, look, I'm with you guys. Do we want Mikal Bridges to make more than 0 shots? Yes, I'm with you. 0 points is crazy at halftime. But I will take 0 points if you hold Alexander Walker to 6 in the first half. He has shut the water off of Alexander Walker pretty much here tonight. He's got 2 personal fouls. You need Mikal Bridges to knock down some shots for sure. I don't think he'll go scoreless in this game, so knock down some shots in the second half, Mikal, and here we go. Here we go. Aldrin Benedict Gallagher? Gallagala? Appreciate you, Aldrin. 8-point lead in halftime is not bad. Fourth quarter are the real game. Yeah, look, the Knicks had a really poor first half. We're talking about it now. We're going through it. All the stats here for the team. We'll go through the box score in a second. And it was a really poor first half from the Knicks. Courtesy of Deuce McBride, knocked down a couple of threes. And he got the Knicks within single digits. Same with Jordan Clarkson, who I thought was excellent. You're going to have to trust these guys down the end here. So we keep going down here in our stats here. Fast break points 9-8. Points in the paint. Knicks dominating that area. 32 points in the paint for the Knicks. 16 for the Atlanta Hawks. The Knicks are doing a good job of keeping them out on the perimeter. Problem is they're knocking down a lot of these perimeter shots. Zahar said, enjoying the game. Hit the like to help Sheffy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Christian Blade said, come on, I could have sworn you were a Hawks fan. He is a Hawks fan. He's in the chat trolling here tonight because he feels very confident in his Hawks team. Thegnon gambles. What's up, Thegnon? Towns, 2 threes and half. I mean, I would love a 3-point make from any Knick here tonight. Thank you, Deuce McBride. So the largest lead for the Atlanta Hawks in that first half was 18 points. Largest lead for the Knicks was 3 points very early in the game. The Hawks have led for 76% of the game, which is obviously a pretty decent indicator where one team is consistently playing from behind. Takes a ton of energy, but here in the playoffs, not necessarily the worst sign. We saw the Denver Nuggets go up by how many? 19 points the other night against Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota slowly chipped away at that lead and came back. Now, they chipped away at that lead very quickly and got it to around 10. And then, as the game went on, chipped away at it before ultimately taking the lead in the second half. So the Knicks have a much more uphill battle here against a much better defense in the Atlanta Hawks. But Similar situation where the Knicks are chipping away at it, trying to take the lead. Ian Parkins said the Jets got David Bailey. Is that a good pick? I don't know. I don't know anything about college football. Amy Chu said 8-point deficit. Maybe we're not doomed. Maybe. We'll see how they come out at the start of the third quarter, Amy. I'm with you. Keith said, as Confucius says, man who bets on wrong team loses bet. Absolutely. It's a great saying. Hashman said, those missed free throws from the Knicks are taunting us a little now. Free throws from the Knicks, they haven't missed free throws. They're 4 for 5 from the field. Unless we're talking about the other game, Hashman, then yeah. But we've already litigated what happened in game number 2. We're on to game number 3, and the Knicks are 4 for 5 from the foul line. I think part of the issue is they have not gotten to the foul line. 4 for 5 from the foul line, 13 for 16 from the foul line for the Atlanta Hawks. If this can even out a little bit in the second half, and this can even out a little bit in the second half, I think our Knicks will have a pretty good shot at pulling this one out here tonight. We go down to fouls, 10 fouls for the Knicks, 6 fouls for the Hawks. So they're going to have to even that out. The Knicks are going to have to do a much better job of getting into the paint and drawing these fouls. Chaotic Style said, where would we be without Clarkson? Shamit trash, Bridges trash. Bridges has been fantastic. I don't understand the Bridges slander. Bridges was fantastic in the first half, outside of making a shot, which is the most important aspect of the game. So I get it. He hasn't been perfect. And yeah, I need him to knock down some shots. I'm with you guys. He can't end the game with 0 points or 2 points or 4 points. He's going to need more than that. But the defense has been spectacular. Spectacular from Mikal Bridges. Hashman said, you're right, just hit more threes and we can win more stops like we did at the end of the first. Yeah, and I think Mike Brown is going to have to lean into the lineups that have worked. Let's go to the box score. Let's check it out. OJ Anunoby, 10 points. Most of those came in the first quarter where he scored 8. Only 2 points the second quarter. He's 4 for 10 from the field. He's knocked down 2 threes. Him and Deuce McBride are the only Knicks to knock down threes tonight. Landry Shamet played 3 minutes tonight. I did not notice him out there at all in those 3 minutes. So Landry Shamet may be the odd man out. We might have to go back to or an 8-man rotation, still, or not 9-man rotation, 9-man rotation where Jose Alvarado gets the Landry Shamet minutes. Shamet either not healthy or just lost the trust of the coach right now. He's out of the rotation. We got Jose Alvarado back in. Jordan Clarkson was excellent in his 10 minutes, 6 points for him, a rebound and assist. 0 for 2 from 3, but we're going to need to continue that aggression from Jordan Clarkson. Jose Alvarado, 5 points, 2 for 2 from the field, got to the foul line. No boards, no assists. Going to need a little bit better in terms of the leadership from Jose Alvarado at the point guard position, but I really like the minutes he brought. Same with Deuce McBride, who finally knocked down 2 threes at the end of the quarter there for his 6 points. No rebounds, no assists. So a lot of the dirty work not being done outside of Clarkson. Mitchell Robinson, I thought, was really poor in the first half as well, had almost no impact. 2 points, 3 boards from Big Mitch, both of them being, or 2 of his 3 boards being offensive, which is nice, but honestly, not enough of an impact here tonight against this Hawks team that does not have traditional centers out there mostly guarding him, right? You need more. Eric C said, stop the Jets talk. Just that's a rating, copy, and edit pace is enough 5 times. Oh, he was spamming? Yeah. Get the spammers out here. Appreciate you, Justice Dad. Jamaica Life, did you get him out of here permanently? Or did you time them out? Just time them out. Time them out for a long time. You don't have to ban people permanently. Eric C said, there you go. Susan, what'd Susan say? I will never give up with the Knicks. Yeah. Jamaica Life said, I've been watching the Knicks since Walt Frazier and Irma Monroe. If I say Tyler Kolek is what we need, I know the game and team. Hashtag free Kolek. Well, if you did, you'd be coaching the Knicks, but you're not, brother. So, you know. Tyler Kolek is solid. I wouldn't mind to see Tyler Kolek minutes, but the issue is the same issue you run into with Jalen Brunson. Who does he guard? Right? Do you go to Tyler Kolek in minutes that don't have CJ McCollum on the court? Because then you have an option of playing him off of somebody else, like a Dyson Daniels. But again, can he handle a Dyson Daniels matchup? But Dyson Daniels isn't awful offensively. He's not a good offensive player, but he could still attack the rim and whatnot. Raymond said, let Mo play. I don't know if I would trust Mo Diawara. Now, maybe you try it, but maybe tied 1-1 in Game 3 where you're down 8 and double digits for majority of that first half is not the time to throw Mo Diawara, a rookie, into the fire here. You might want to try and bring him along slowly. I would not have mind seeing Mo Diawara in Game 1 and try to get him some minutes there, but this is the playoffs, man. This is the playoffs. We are not in a position now to be like, oh yeah, let's try throwing Mo Diawara out there for 5 minutes, see what he's got. Like, you're not in a position there. You got to go to the trusted guys. Tried and true what works. Guys who have a resume on them, right? Mo Diawara was nice during the regular season, but we saw to end the regular season, he also was not playing particularly well. You know? Raymond said his height is needed. His height for what? His height for what? What is the height needed for? Right? Do you want to throw Mo Diawara onto CJ McCollum? Because it doesn't matter if Mo Diawara is out there. If Brunson is also out there, he's just going to run screens to get Mo Diawara switched off to him and get Brunson switched onto him. Height is not an issue. A lot of you guys are sounding like Tom Thibodeau right now. Height is not the issue. Simon Joss said, they say JB doesn't pass the ball, but when he does, they give it right back to him. Because nobody has an off-the-dribble game. Right? I completely agree with you, Simon. I have been fighting this battle since Jalen Brunson joined the Knicks team. They have consistently had players on this team that have very weak handles. And so when Jalen Brunson swings the ball to OG Anunoby, he either has to shoot it or make one move and go hard to the basket, or he ain't operating well. Because he's not going to hit you with a counter move or a step back that consistently he can go to. Now, we've seen him go to a step-back jumper and knock it down, but if he's going up against guys similar size, it's going to be a tough contested step-back jumper, and is that really the offense you want to go to? Same with Josh Hart, who's probably the next best ball handler on this team, but again, he's 0 for 3 from the field tonight, 0 for 1 from three-point range. He's not really an off-the-dribble, get-me-a-bucket type of player. Same with Mikal Bridges, who can give you 1 or 2 moves, but he's usually going to settle for that pull-up jumper over a contest. Is that really the offense you want to settle for? If anybody's going to shoot a contested mid-range shot, I want it to be Jalen Brunson, which is why those guys probably feel the same way, and they consistently give the ball back to Jalen Brunson, who can hit you with 3 or 4 or 5 counters and still get to his spot and knock the shot down. And that's kind of what you're looking for. Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Ricardo said, Knicks took the Hawks' best shot in the first half, and now it's our time to put on a show. The Hawks did play pretty well. Peter B. Arcia, or Barcia, what's up, Peter? Why are you wearing Hawks colors? Nice jacket, but it should be blue and orange. Because I don't... The color red does not belong to the Atlanta Hawks, brother. What is this superstition? Michael Brown, what's up, Michael? And the Knicks are going to win tonight. I hope so. I hope so. I got belief. I got faith. Raymond said all players need the block and screen. Sure, they do. They do. But what happens when they switch? What is that? What happens then, brother? You know, like you guys are giving very simple solutions, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the discussion. But what happens when they just switch it? Right? Which is what they've done. And even when they don't switch it, and they hedge out hard to Jalen Brunson coming off the screen, and he swings it over to Josh Hart. What has Josh Hart done with the ball? Hold on to it and hand it back to Brunson. Jamaica said, I'll bet good money Bridges had his best game playing with Kolek. He did. He did. During the regular season. Tyler Kolek had an extensive 30-game run, and he had like 5 or 6 really good, impactful games in that 30-game run. And that was about it. And those other games did not play well, did not defend well, did not have a huge impact in those games. Now, if they go to Tyler Kolek, will I trust it? Yeah, I trust Tyler Kolek if he gets the opportunity. But that I don't trust Tyler Kolek over trusting Jose Alvarado or over trusting Jordan Clarkson. We haven't seen him in the playoffs. Is he a playoff riser or is he not? I don't know. But again, I don't think Game 3 down double digits in the first half is the time to start experimenting and throw, well, let's try Tyler Kolek out there for the first time, even though he hasn't played in about 2 months consistently in the rotation. This is the playoffs, man. This isn't a regular season game. Regular season game? All right, yeah. Let's try Tyler Kolek. Let's throw him out there. Let's see if he can give us a spark. This is the playoffs. This is the playoffs. Best of 7. You tied 1-1. Christian Blake said, oh, shoot, Toronto up 9 for once. All right, we're going to get back to the first, after this halftime break here. We don't have much to go over in the sense of our bingo card, but it's back to a 4-point game. Quickly back to a 4-point game here. 21-17. He made me go check in it's a 4-point game. Unless this is behind, which I don't think it is, but. All right, here we go. Whew. Jalen Johnson had 11.7 boards, 2 assists in that first half. He's being aggressive. He's trying to get to the basket, but Josh Hart's done an excellent job staying in front of him. Same with Bridges against Alexander Walker here. The big issue has been CJ McCollum, Jonathan Kuminga off the bench. All right, here we go. Start of the second half, Kuminga has it up top. Kuminga hands it off to Alexander Walker off the handoff, driving it down against Anunoby in the lane, going to the basket, scoop play with the right hand, comes up well short. Really bad shot attempt from Alexander Walker there. Well contested from Karl-Anthony Towns on the help. Brunson bringing it down, leaves it off for Towns at the logo. Pump fakes. Towns coming to his right. Dyson Daniels switches onto him. Now tries to leave him all the way to the rim. Scoop layup. Got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. You love to see it. Way to be aggressive, Karl-Anthony Towns. It's a 6-point game. He hit the floor in the other end, so it's a 5-on-4 situation. They leave it off for Johnson. Over to Kuminga. Over to Okongwu, who knocks down the trail 3. Just like that, back up to 9. Here comes Bridges bringing it down on the left wing. Bridges gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby pass fake. Gets it out to Bridges. Bridges up top being guarded by Alexander Walker. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Tries to hit Bridges coming back door. Ball was knocked loose. It's a kickball. Jamaica said we need a PG to win. It's not looking good. Yeah. Again, if they go to Tyler Kolek, I'll trust it. But I'm not trusting Tyler Kolek before I give Jose Alvarado that opportunity to see what he can provide. Josh Hart hands it off to Brunson, coming to his left, coming off the Town screen, down in the lane, pump fake, goes up, foul, and the layup for Jalen Brunson. There you go, JB. Great screening from the Knicks to free up Jalen Brunson on the handoff action there. First from Josh Hart, then from Karl-Anthony Towns with some great screening on Dyson Daniels to get him off of Brunson. Brunson finally got the ability to get to the basket, got the layup to go down. Susan said, speaking of good games, Dillon Brooks went for 30 points last night. He did. I was proud of him. I was proud of the post-game press conference, too, of everybody calling out OKC's BS. Brunson misses a free throw. Come on, JB. Not the night to be missing more free throws. Knicks have only missed 2 free throws tonight. I'm not going to kill him for the free throws, but we got to also get to the line a little bit more often than we have. Okongwu hands it off to McCollum, coming to his right, leans in, puts up the jumper, can't get it to go. Dyson Daniels right there for the two-handed slam on the off-ball attack of the rim. And even when the Knicks force a miss, they allow an offensive rebound and a putback. You got to get stops and scores, Knicks. Stops only end after you grab the rebound. Brunson has it up top. McCollum leaves him. Brunson dribble pull-up 3 over CJ McCollum. Comes up short. Rebound to Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels pushing the pace. Leaves it off to Jalen Johnson in the lane. Kicks it out. Alexander Walker. Left corner 3 in rhythm. Got it to go down. And it's back to 12, just like that. Knicks had it to 6, and it's back to 12. Not looking great. Brunson coming to his left on the left wing against Daniels. Stop, turn, spin in the lane. Kicks it out to Anunoby in the corner. Pump fakes. Johnson does a good job closing out the airspace. Anunoby coming to his left. Driving it down in the lane. Gets in the paint. Tries to kick it out to Bridges. Loose ball. Bridges able to recover it. Pump fakes out to Brunson. Extra pass to Josh Hart. Swings through to his left against McCollum. Spins to his right. Puts up the little foul line jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Dyson Daniels. And the Knicks now suddenly can't find a way to score yet again. They hit ahead to Alexander Walker in rhythm. Puts up a 3 for Bridges. Banks it in. Excellent closeout from Bridges, and Alexander Walker banks it in, and just like that, it balloons back up to 15 points. Just like that off a couple of made threes. Knicks can't knock down their perimeter shots, and the Atlanta Hawks catching breaks here. Kuminga getting hot from 3, which is not a good portion of his game. Alexander Walker gets an easy one in transition, knocks down a bank-in right wing 3 in transition over Mikal Bridges, and suddenly it's back up to 15. Not looking good, y'all. Captain Mastiff, what's up, Cap? We have to shoot a higher percentage, too. Offense has been the biggest issue for me in this game. Eric C. said, is OKC score 120 or 90 of them free throws? Hashman said, it was just down to 6. It was just down to 6, Hashman. What happened? What happened? The Knicks not grabbing rebounds, allowing an easy putback for Dyson Daniels. Out in transition, Alexander Walker knocks down 2 straight threes after the Knicks did not score on their end. So the Knicks got it down to 6, and then immediately, that's 6 points, 8-point push to get it right back up to 15. Christian Blake said it's quiet for New York right now. It's not looking good. Isaiah Garner said just pass it to Cat. Cat had a nice driving layup, and then the Knicks did not pass it back to him. So, James Sumler, what's up, James? Appreciate you, brother. We need this one, James. We need all of them. We need all of them. David Osh Jr. said, I'm so done with Brunson ISO. Mike Brown's an idiot. Mikhail. I mean, Brunson did a great job of swinging that ball around in the previous possession. You know what it ended with? Josh Hart mid-range fall-away jumper. You guys desperately want Jalen Brunson to pass, but pass it to who to do what? Pass it to who to do what? I think Jalen Brunson played a perfectly fine game tonight. Well, I already went through the conversation of Jalen Brunson needs to play better after the second game specifically. Tonight, Anunoby driving to the rim recklessly, can't get an open look, can't even get a pass out to Mikal Bridges properly. Karl-Anthony Towns had a driving a layup to the rim. He's 5 for 6 from the field tonight. The only thing you can criticize tonight is, can we get the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns more? David said that ain't the offense, JB. David, he'll pass it to Josh Hart, And Josh Hart won't even look at the basket. He'll pass it back to Brunson. He'll swing at the Mikal Bridges. He'll take one dribble, pick up his dribble, and then look to give it back to Brunson. Why? These guys can't create off the bounce. So unless they get off-ball actions that free them up, which Atlanta is just switching everything and shutting that off, the biggest issue with this team has been, consistently will be, and will always be until they find a guy who can put the ball on the floor alongside of Jalen Brunson. A guy who can take more than 2 dribbles without picking his dribble up, right? Atlanta is an excellent ball pressure team. They have excellent perimeter defenders. These guys can't create by themselves. Jamaica said Mike Brown sucks. I can't entirely disagree. I pushed back all season. I praised Mike Brown for his experimentations, even the things that didn't work. But Josh Hart and Mikal Bridges having 0 points tonight is not a Jalen Brunson thing. These guys got to get it going offensively. This is not Jalen Brunson's fault. You want Jalen Brunson to pass it, but these guys can't do anything right now with the ball, right? The only thing I could tell you guys is like, yeah, if we want Jalen Brunson to give it Karl-Anthony Towns more, sure, let's do that. That's the criticism we can give tonight. But for the most part, Karl-Anthony Towns is not making himself available. We have yet to feed Karl-Anthony Towns in the post one time tonight, right? Is that a coaching thing? Is that a player thing? I assume that's a coaching thing. You're putting the blame on Brunson. But unless Jalen Brunson says, hey, everybody, screw what Mike Brown just said, screw what the coach said, this is what we're doing, I can't really get behind that notion. Raymond said it's Mike's system that got them dizzy. Maybe. Deuce McBride is in the game early in the third quarter here. Mike Brown looking for somebody. Brunson bringing it down against Daniels. Why do we have Brunson bringing the ball down, by the way? They get it over to McBride, who has it up top. They show 2. Now they retreat. McBride being guarded by Alexander Walker. Trying to get it to Brunson. They do get it to Brunson off ball. Brunson coming to his right, gets it over to Anunoby in the corner. Jab step, puts up the right corner 3 over Jalen Johnson. Can't get it to go. A terrible shot. Josh Hart with the offensive rebound. Out to Brunson in the lane to the paint. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Anunoby with the 2-handed slam. They're saying to wave it off. They don't. They give Anunoby the 200 dunk. And the Hawks quickly pushing it the other way. Jalen Johnson dribbles into a pull-up 3. Comes up short. Rebound. Brunson able to pick it up. Brunson pushing. Kicks it out. McBride, a left wing 3 in transition. Deuce McBride comes up short. Long rebound. Towns recovers it. Back out to McBride. Over to Anunoby. Pump fakes. Swings through to his right. Down the lane in the paint. Lost it. Picks it back up. Kicks it back out. McBride ran off the line by Alexander Walker. Shoves it out to Josh Hart. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns steps behind the 3-point line for a 3. Comes up short. Gets ran into by Okongwu. No fouls called. Dyson Daniels the rebound. Hit quick outlet to McCollum. Back up top to Daniels. Hands it off to McCollum. Ball knocked loose by Josh Hart. Out of bounds. And a foul is called. You guys want Jalen Brunson to pass it more, but how many missed shots did we just have there? Anunoby missed one. McBride missed an open one. Towns missed an open one. Sure. But Jalen Brunson should pass it more. That's the come away from this game tonight. Jalen Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Johnson coming to his left off a Daniel screen, driving it down against Anunoby, kicks it out to an open Okongwu, left corner 3. He can't get it to go. McCollum able to secure the offensive rebound in the paint, leans in, floater, can't get it to go. And a travel. There's something on the bingo card. Hashman said them missing points like that won't help the comeback. Missing open shots is not going to help any kind of comeback. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Dyson Daniels. Coming to his left, off a ghost screen from McBride to get it to Towns in the post against Okongwu. Backing him down, and a foul on Okongwu. Towns slams it down, maybe trying to send a little bit of a message. Where was that in the first half? Can we do that just a little bit more often? I'm not saying our whole offense has to devolve into that. Can we do that just a little bit more often? Boz, what's up, Boz? Pass the ball, Brunson. Sure, brother, sure. Mike said Atlanta is killing them on the boards. Absolutely. But that's not the problem, Mike. The problem is that Jalen Brunson's not passing it enough. That's the problem. I swear, we're watching completely different games, guys. Anunoby attacking to his left along the baseline against Jalen Johnson, draws the foul. Anunoby will go to the foul line for 2. It's the second foul on Jalen Johnson here. Lewis said, I'm thinking they need to come with a different move. That would help. The Libran? What's up, Libran? Put in Walt Frazier, Bill Bradley, and Dave the Busher. Patrick Ewing is not walking through that door, guys. Walt Clyde Frazier is not walking through that door, although he is in the building to witness this disaster class from the Knicks so far. It's a 12-point game. Anunoby hit the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Isaac Garner, still a lot of time left. Ton of time left. Anunoby goes 2 for 2 from the foul line. It's an 11-point game. 11-point game, and I think the Knicks have played pretty dreadful so far. McCollum has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Gets it over to Okongwu on the right wing. Okongwu gets it back to McCollum, being guarded by Hart. They spins, coming to his left, pulls it back, crosses over to his right, down the lane, kicks out to Johnson, coming to his left in the paint against Anunoby, puts up the floater over him. Can get it to go down. Jalen Johnson can't get any fortunate rolls tonight. I mean, that's a very makeable shot. They get over to Towns on the run, down the lane, scoop layup. Can't get it to go down, but a foul on Daniels will send Towns to the foul line for 2. Can we do that a little bit more often? Hit Towns in stride. I love that. I do love that. Towns hit the floor pretty hard. He's going to stay on the floor and catch his breath a little bit, but he will go to the foul line for 2. He can cut it back to 9. He can cut it back to 9. Knicks going on a little bit of a run here. Christian Blake said double-double for Towns. Double-double for Towns. Good one, Christian. Good one. We're at the foul line for 2 free throws here, so let's take the time to update our bingo card. We have travel and a double-double on the board already here. Where's double-double? There we go. There we go. Fung pasted, what the heck? I saw that in the little window, but not here. Fung pasted, you guys have had a full-blown conversation with a fellow named Carter. I've never seen him talk. Mike said, Cat is going to hurt himself with drives like that. But he's going to have to drive it like that. He's going to have to drive it like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're in the playoffs. I would like him to be a little bit more coordinated and not fall every single time, but Chiefs traded up in the draft. Eric Richards, what's up, Eric? Looking dope, Sheffy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Gigi said, get bounced by a lower seed again and everyone must go. Glad Dolan ain't playing games with these clowns. Yeah, I mean, it would be disastrous. But the Knicks are not losing in the first round to the Atlanta Hawks, brother. Knicks will pull this one out. Jamaica said, put Brunson on the bench and we'll catch. Last time we had a lead, Brunson was on the bench. Last time the Knicks had a lead was early in the first quarter, brother. Chaotic Style said, every time Cat falls leads to a quick 5-on-4. Yep. So either, he's got to draw the foul or, not fall down. Towns at the foul line for 2 free throws. Come on, big dog. Knock down your free throws, please. Poor favor. Towns knocks down the first one. Thank you, Big Cat. Got one more coming. It's a 10-point game. Mike said, another edge rusher is what we don't need. Eric C. said, NBA Finals will be Atlanta versus Houston. Houston's a crazy boy. You literally could have put any other West team, brother. Houston's a crazy one. Young On said, Brown should take out Cap and Cat for like 8 minutes like last time. Yeah, that was a pretty rough substitution pattern there. Towns knocks down both free throws. You're going to have to lean pretty heavy on Karl Anthony Towns in the second half here. Come on, guys. 9-point games, back to single digits. Here comes Dyson Daniels. Continue to get stops and scores here. Daniels picks up his handle, gets it out to Okongwu. Okongwu being guarded by Towns. Crossing over to his right, hands it off to McCollum, being chased by Josh Hart. They did finally switch the matchup. Like we talked about, they get inside to Daniels, cutting to the rim, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Towns can't grab the rebound, out of bounds, off of the Hawks, going back to the Knicks. They did switch the matchup, guys. You guys talked about it in the first half. I talked about it in the first half. They put Brunson on Dyson Daniels there. They put Josh Hart on CJ McCollum to slow him down. They put OG Anunoby on Jalen Johnson. Josh Hart has it up top against McCollum, coming to his left. Swings it out to Karl Anthony Towns, who picks and pops, puts up the straightaway 3 over Okongwu, knocks it down, nothing but net. We got it back to 6. Here come the Knicks with 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Going on a bit of a run here as the Knicks have switched the matchups. Dyson Daniels has it up top, gets it over to Okongwu in the corner, fakes the handoff, hits McCollum, come back door, throws up the floater, comes up short, loose ball, back to McCollum, though. They swing it out, Alexander Walker, a 3 over Anunoby. Anunoby comes up with the block, Josh Hart with the rebound. Now the defense is picking up, now that the Knicks have switched their defensive matchups, which, sometimes you got to do that in a series just to give them a different look. Brunson driving it down against Dyson Daniels off glass. Got it to go. It's a 4-point game and a timeout for Atlanta. Ye of little faith. Y'all were acting like there was 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Knicks down by 20. I'm trying to tell y'all. Keep the faith alive. Knicks will not lose this series. Knicks played a dreadful first half, and it was an 8-point game at halftime. And here they go. Y'all want Jalen Brunson on the bench? He just cut it to 4. Y'all want Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns out of the game? I don't know what we're watching, but we're watching 2 completely different games. But y'all have been watching basketball since the 70s, so y'all know more than the head coach of the Knicks. So, sitting on your couch, y'all know more than the Knicks. Now, we can criticize Karl Anthony. We can criticize the coaching decisions, for sure. I'm with you guys. But I'm just saying. Let it play out. They went to the thing we talked about. So maybe we do know more than the coaching staff because y'all was calling for it. I was talking about it. We covered what the other option is for the Knicks. You put Brunson on Dyson Daniels. Now, I thought you put maybe OG Anunoby on McCollum, but they switched Josh Hart onto McCollum. They put Anunoby onto Jalen Johnson. Christian Blake's at 11-0 run is crazy. They switched the matchups. Right? You guys were calling for it. You guys were like, what are the options? How can we switch the matchups? Right? And so they did, and now here we are. They switched the matchups. Now, it's a little bit different than what I thought they would do, but they put Josh Hart on McCollum, which I should have thought of that. That is a much better matchup. They put Anunoby on Jalen Johnson. I was just, I was so happy with the job that Josh Hart did on Jalen Johnson. I was like, you keep that there. But they got Anunoby on Jalen Johnson. They moved Josh Hart over to CJ McCollum. They're like, all right, Brunson, you're going to have to hide on Dyson Daniels here, and we're going to live with Dyson Daniels rolling to the rim. And if he beats us that way, okay. Right? We thought maybe if CJ McCollum is going to beat us on one-on-one play against Jalen Brunson, that probably won't go their way. But now, CJ McCollum 6 for 12 from the field. He's cooled off a lot more here, missing a couple of more shots. They got Josh Hart on him, chasing him around, putting a lot more pressure on them. So now the Knicks are just going to have to focus on keeping Dyson Daniels off the glass, contesting his rim runs off of pick and rolls as they hedged out hard on the McCollum handoff with CJ McCollum. Handoff with Dyson Daniels with CJ McCollum. He had the slip pass to Dyson Daniels, got to the lane, tried to knock down a lefty shot over OG Anunoby or Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the two. Couldn't get it to go down, and the Knicks got off and running the other way. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to contest Dyson Daniels cutting to the rim, contest his floaters, and you're just going to have to force Dyson Daniels now to beat you. But one of the things Dyson Daniels is also really good at is grabbing these offensive rebounds. But if you're funneling the ball to Dyson Daniels, it'll take away his opportunity to grab those rebounds. Young onset of Atlanta changes matchups we cooked. We'll see. What are the matchups they could change? They got Dyson Daniels guarding Jalen Brunson. They have Okongwu guarding Karl-Anthony Towns. I think those are really the only matchups they really have to be too concerned about. Chaotic styles that if Atlanta's relying on McCollum, Knicks got this. I mean, were relying on CJ McCollum, and they were beating the crap out of the Knicks in the first half and beat them in game 2. So, it was working. And he was 6 for 8 from the field. He missed his last 4 shots, by the way. He was 6 for 8 from the field, in the first half there. So, he was cooking. Draymond said, we're the couch team? I'm not sure what that means, brother. Andrew Brooks said, told y'all. All right, here we go. Coming back out after this timeout. Jamaica said, Mike Brown heard me. There you go, Jamaica. If we say it loud enough, Jamaica, he might hear us. Curtis Painter said, Mike Brown called LBJ at halftime. Isaiah Garner said, I actually like the different matchups. I do too. We talked like that was the other possibility they can go to. It's really the only other possibility they can go to, but sometimes you need to just switch the matchup, even if it works or not. It's just now Atlanta has to switch the way they play offense. Now you just have to switch that, right? Now in switching that, it changes it for Atlanta because they knew where they go, where to poke at for the Knicks defense. Now the matchups shift, and now they're like, wait, where do we go now? Who do we attack? How do we play out of it? Gabe Vincent has checked into the game for CJ McCollum. Gets it over to Alexander Walker, curling off a screen, across the lane, pulls it back out, Brunson chasing. Alexander Walker up top, crosses over to his right, behind his back, coming to his left, driving it down, past the lane, scoop play with the left hand. Got to go down past OG Anunoby. Really good contest from Anunoby, but great shot from Alexander Walker with the left hand, which he loves going to his left hand. We're approaching the halfway point of this third quarter. Brunson, McBride has it up top, coming to his left off the Towns screen, shovels it out to Towns, picks, pump fakes, off the three-point shot, and a foul on Okongwu, hand-checking Karl-Anthony Towns after he put it on the floor. And the Hawks are in the bonus. I mean, the Knicks are in the bonus. The Hawks put them over the bonus with the fouls. So Karl-Anthony Towns took the foul line for 2 free throws. 2 easy points, knock down your free throws. Andrew Johnson said, have some faith and hope for the Knicks. All we can do as fans. The High Vibe said, the one thing about the NBA, no lead is ever safe, especially in the playoffs. Absolutely, High Vibe. I've been trying to preach it all game long. People calling this game over in the first quarter. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all must not watch NBA basketball. Karl-Anthony Towns at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first free throw. Does anybody I have confidence in knocking down free throws? It's Karl-Anthony Towns, I'll tell you that. Jamaica said, why he didn't do that from the last game. Somebody told him to do that, probably Leon Rose. I don't think it was Leon Rose. Mike Brown has been very, very adamant and very open about leaning on his assistants and trusting what his assistants say and the suggestions they give. It's not just one guy making a decision. Whereas previously under the other coaching staff, it was one guy making the decision. Towns knocks down both free throws. Back to a 4-point game. Mike Brown trusts his bench. And Multiple times he shouted out his bench guys for giving suggestions. Jalen Johnson to the rim, reverse layup, got it to go. Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels screen is going to free up Jalen Johnson here because Dyson Daniels is a good screener. Anunoby not as good getting over those screens as Josh Hart is. Brunson down the lane, hits over to Clarkson in the paint. Clarkson pump fake, leans in, puts it up over Daniels, gets blocked. Not a good decision from Jordan Clarkson. Look to kick that back out. Jalen Johnson off on the run against Anunoby. Bump Euro down the lane, reverse layup with the left hand, got it to go down. Here comes Jalen Johnson, heating up, 8-point game. And this is the thing I was worried about. Anunoby, an awesome defender, but Josh Hart did such a good job matching the physicality that I don't know Anunoby is as good of a matchup. Brunson on the left wing attacking Gabe Vincent. Stop, turn, spin, lefty layup, got it to go down for Jalen Brunson. Beautiful move, but he hit the deck, and now the Hawks are pushing the other way to 5-on-4. Knicks got to get back on defense. Alexander Walker, left corner three. That's not the guy to leave, McBride, as Alexander Walker knocks it down. Trust your big men in the paint to contest whatever shot it is. Don't leave Alexander Walker open in the corner. He knocks down a three there. It's back up to 9. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson gets it over to Towns, being guarded by Mo Gay. Hits Brunson cutting to the rim in the paint. Stops, kicks out to McBride up top. McBride trying to get it to Towns. Towns post up. Get positioning on. Come on, Towns, get positioning. And he just walks over to the corner. Come on, man. Brunson got to go isolate now. In the lane. Stop, turn. Fall away, jump over Daniels. Throws up an air ball. Towns looking to save it, but it's a shot clock violation. Come on, man. But we want to give the ball to Towns more. It's Jalen Brunson's fault that Karl-Anthony Towns can't get positioning on Mo Gay. Are you kidding me? What was that? Jonathan Kuminga is going to sub back in. Daniel Berry Sports. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports? Crandon, what's up, brother? Here comes Jalen Johnson bringing it down. Hawks holding on to a 9-point lead here. 4:30 to go in this third quarter. Coming to his right of the screen. Brunson switches onto him. Stops, turns, sprints. Brunson poking at the ball. Inside the Daniels. Pass fake. Kicks it out. Gabe Vincent, a deep left wing three over Brunson. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Towns knocked the rebound out to Anunoby. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Vincent will pick him up. Brunson coming to his left off the Anunoby screen. Over to Anunoby. Taking the baseline. Going to the rim. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go, but draws the foul on Mo Gay. Anunoby will go to the foul line for 2. Eric C. said, get heated, Mr. Shep Cat playing soft. That's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Everybody has been saying, Karl-Anthony Towns, we got to feed the ball to Towns more. We got to feed the ball to Towns more. You can't get scoreboard. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I gave 3 points to the wrong side. 78 to 69. Thank you for that. Everybody has been harping on, we got to give the ball to Towns more. We got to give the ball to Towns more. The one time he's got a matchup and McBride specifically looks Karl-Anthony Towns like, hey, man, get in the post. I'm going to give you the ball. He can't get in the post? What are you doing? Don't whine and cry that you need more touches and more shots then. Don't do that. Don't do that. Paper Dog said Bridges lost focus. Bridges has not been guarding Alexander Walker, brother. Deuce McBride has checked in the game for Bridges a long time ago. Needed his point of attack defense here because they were going to switch the matchup. Towns going to the bench now. Are the Knicks going small here? No Robinson? Knicks going small here with no Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson was not good in the first half. I don't mind it. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. It's down to 7. 4:16 to go here. Jalen Johnson will bring it down. Knicks going small. No rim protector out there. No Mitchell Robinson, no Karl-Anthony Towns. Johnson has it up top being guarded by Josh Hart. Coming to his left. They show 2. Inside the Daniels. In the paint. Pulls it back out. I know where to go. Throws up the floater. Banks it in. And it's a double dribble on Dyson Daniels. So even though he knocked down the floater, it ends up in a turnover, no basket. Keenan Hara said, wouldn't it be nice to see some non-ISO ball? It would be nice if somebody other than Jalen Brunson could take more than 2 dribbles, too. Josh Hart coming to his right, looking to get the ball back to Brunson. They do. Brunson up top being guarded by Mo Gay, swings through to his left, down the lane, stops, turns, kicks it back out to Josh Hart. He'll line up the 3. Josh Hart's been quiet all night, continues to be quiet. Long rebound. The Knicks can't grab it. Right through the hands of Anunoby. It goes right to Dyson Daniels. Jalen Johnson bringing it down against Clarkson. He has him in the post, shovels it out to Dyson Daniels. He'll line up the 3 if he knocks that down. Of course he knocks it down. Josh Hart, what are you doing, brother? You're letting Dyson Daniels knock down 3s before you? 40% in the regular season for what? 0 points tonight from Big Josh. Yeah, he's played great defense. He's got 9 rebounds, 5 assists. 0 points, though? Come on. Same with Mikal Bridges. Brunson coming to his left. There's only so much I can say. Oh, yeah, great defense. Brunson turns it over. Jalen Johnson came over on the double team. Here comes Johnson bringing it down. Because the Atlanta Hawks are not concerned one bit about any other player not named Jalen Brunson because they can't take more than 2 dribbles. Johnson crosses over to his right, down the lane, in the paint, puts it up off glass, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound and a foul on the Jalen Johnson drive. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. 3 minutes to go. Ready? What's up, Ready? Hashman said, cut it to 4 by the end of the quarter, please. Los Dila? What's up, Los Dila? Paper Dog said, meaning he's not scoring. From Bridges, I mean, his number one priority is stopping Alexander Walker. And I think he's done an excellent job of that this series. Eric C said, I seem to remember more cuts and offensive movement earlier this year. We need that now. The team did not love that play style, and so they've adjusted that play style as the regular season went on, which is why you saw less off-ball actions that way as the regular season went on. They still have that in their repertoire, but it's not something they regularly go to. But also, the Atlanta Hawks defense has been spectacular, and it's part of the problem. Johnson knocks down both free throws, 82-71. 3 minutes to go here. McBride has it up top. McBride, after those 2 threes, has yet to been heard of. Need somebody from somebody, not named Jalen Brunson, as they try to get it to Brunson. Daniels gets his hands in there and comes up with the steal. Hit ahead pass to Kuminga to the rim. Lefty layup, got it to go. This lineup has not been good. Mike Brown, make a change. 2:45 to go. There's lead going the other way. They got it down to 4. Now it's back to 13. You get over to McBride, takes 2 dribbles, has nowhere to go, trying to attack Dyson Daniels off the bounce. That's not good offense. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart with 8 to go on the shot clock. They get over to Clarkson with 5 seconds to go. Driving to his right, down the lane, in the paint. Pump fake goes up, gets hammered, no foul call, goes back up. Can't get the layup to go anyway. Anunoby right there for the tip up and in. We'll take it. 2 points on the board. 2:20 to go here. Jalen Johnson bringing it down the other way. Dom Anthony said turnovers. Just really bad decision-making from the Knicks. They lob it over the top to Kuminga, being guarded by Anunoby. A little fall-away jumper over him. Rattles it in for Jonathan Kuminga. I would not go to a small ball lineup against this team. They have more versatile small ball players than you do, including Kuminga, Johnson, Mo Gay. You do not. With Anunoby, by the way, you're going very small. Brunson got the ball knocked loose. Loose ball again. Anunoby picks it up in the left corner. Knicks catching a bit of a break there. It's a 13-point game. Anunoby to the rim. Layup, got it to go. And the foul on Jalen Johnson. One more free throw for OG Anunoby. Michael Rogers said, we ain't going to win playing like this. Yeah, absolutely. Mark said, get Deuce out of the rotation. I wouldn't say out of the rotation, but where's Jose Alvarado been? I'd get Jose Alvarado in this game before, rather than keeping Deuce McBride in the game right now. Get Alvarado in there. Christopher said, this is going 7. Truly, clearly, we have the better coach and more heart. We need major changes. I don't know which side you mean that from, Chris. Knicks side or Hawk side? We have the better coach. I would say Quinn Snyder is a better coach than Mike Brown. I'd rather Quinn Snyder than Mike Brown, I'll tell you that. Ram Jam said, I was wondering, where's Alvarado too? Yeah, I thought Alvarado played pretty solid in the first half overall. And we have yet to see him here. We got 1:49 to go here in this third quarter. Towns checks back in. You're going to have to lean on Towns pretty heavy here. Anunoby knocks down his and 1 free throw. It's back to a 10-point game. Here comes CJ McCollum bringing it down as he checked back in. 1:45 to go. Josh Hart's going to pick him up. CJ McCollum coming to his left off the Mo Gay screen. Stops, pulls it out, swings it out to Dyson Daniels, fakes the handoff, keeps it in the lane, flips it out to Mo Gay, being chased by Brunson. He puts up the right corner 3, in and out, can't get it to stay. Gabe Vincent knocks the rebound out to CJ McCollum. We can't even grab rebounds now against Gabe Vincent. Puts up the mid-range jumper over Towns from Kuminga, can't get it to go. Josh Hart battling for the rebound. Towns able to pick it up, swings it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down, hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it up top, picked up by Mo Gay. Josh Hart now going to put his head down attack against Kuminga in the lane. Lefty layup, can't get it to go, but a foul on Jonathan Kuminga. Oof, I don't know about that foul call, but Knicks catch a bit of a break there, and Josh Hart will go to the foul line for 2, unless the Hawks look to use a challenge. Jet fan said, 1,000,000% Kolek needs to be the second ball handler. He's the best ball handler off the bench. Jose Alvarado's not bad either. The Hawks are going to use a challenge here. Ooh, he makes contact with Josh Hart's head. I could see this going either way, but I think likely is going to end up... Ooh, yeah, he comes up with the left hand and hits Josh Hart's head. I don't know. The offhand might be where the foul is. I feel like you guys are just running right over Jose Alvarado, who is an overall better basketball player than Tyler Kolek. I like Tyler Kolek too, and if they went to Tyler Kolek, I'd trust that decision because I trust Tyler Kolek. But why are we just leaping over Jose Alvarado, who is a better defender, has more playoff experience, and gives you a fiery passion that Kolek doesn't necessarily bring? Jermaine said, the small lineup was the beginning of our downfall. One good move, one bad move. Yeah, I didn't love the small ball lineup either. I don't mind trying it, but you stuck with it for too long. You let the lead balloon back up to like 14 or whatever it was. You stuck with it for too long. OG Anunoby over 20 points. The Knicks have a pretty good record when OG scores over 20. We'll see. We'll see. Dom Manning said Brown is an idiot. I'm not going to push back. Jeff Fan said there's more passing when Kolek is on the court. But passing for what? Passing to who? You guys are acting like all we got to do is just swing the ball around and then suddenly we'll magically create open looks. Like, yes. Brunson has done a good job swinging the ball around to his other guys. You know what they've done? This is not regular season basketball. Like that little frilly hit-ahead passes that Tyler Kolek brings, the defense is rushing back. Successful challenge. There's another thing on the bingo card. And Atlanta gets the ball back, so no free throws. And Atlanta gets the ball back, successful challenge. Hey, Mike Brown, did you know that you have challenges that you could use through the first 3 quarters? Where's successful challenge? Where is it on our bingo card? Where is successful challenge? It's up there in the corner. Knicks trail by 10. Atlanta gets the ball back. A little over a minute to go here. Dyson Daniels has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Crosses over to his left. Bump Euro down the lane. Gets blocked by OG Anunoby. Towns with the rebound over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Again, if Dyson Daniels wants to isolate here against Brunson, that's much better decision or a much better option for the Knicks than CJ McCollum isolating against them. Brunson down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go past Kuminga. Beautiful move, but he hits the floor. Knicks got to hustle back on defense. Dyson Daniels bringing it down. Picks up his handle, tries to get it inside. Ball knocked loose by Towns. Great hands. Great hands. Another turnover. Over to Towns, down the lane against Kuminga. Cross the paint. Floater can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Knocked loose. Towns able to recover in the left corner. He's going to pump fake. Drive to his right. Down the lane. Goes up. Gets stripped. And CJ McCollum picks it up and bringing it down the other way. McCollum has it up top. Puts up the 3 after losing the handle. Comes up short. Long rebound. McCollum picks it up. Draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go down, but it'll go to the foul line for 2. 25 seconds to go. MRFT, Mr. Free Throw? What's up, Mr. Free Throw? Towns, another assist. What do y'all think? Possibly, brother, possibly. User said, I came just to watch Sheffy have a meltdown. Never that, brother. Never that. You'll never see me meltdown. I'm in control of my emotions. Didn't melt down during the Indiana situation last year. You'll never see a meltdown from me. McCollum knocks down the first free throw. Got another one coming. Jeff Fan said, why can't we rebound? Because you only have 3 good rebounders on this team. Karl-Anthony Towns, Mitchell Robinson, and Josh Hart. Whereas you go over to the Hawks side, and McCollum's a decent rebound for his position. Alexander Walker, decent rebound for his position. Actually, not really. Dyson Daniels, really good rebound for his position, as McCollum knocks down both free throws. Kuminga, pretty okay rebound for his position. Mo Gay, solid rebound for his position. And they have size in comparison to the Knicks, who the only good rebounders they have are 3 guys: Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart. Josh Hart has it up top. It's back to a 10-point game after McCollum knocked down both free throws. Josh Hart, shot clock and game clock about the same, about a second difference. They get over to Towns, down the lane, Euro, reverse layup, got it to go for Towns. And there's 6 seconds to go. They get it into Kuminga, who'll bring it down. Kuminga on the right wing, picked up by Anunoby. Attacking to his right, follow-away jumper over him, well contested. Comes up well short on an air ball. It's an 8-point game going into the 4th quarter. Okay. It's not out of the realm of possibility, obviously, but the Knicks have played so poorly overall. You're going to need a whole 4th quarter from Karl-Anthony Towns. I'd leave him in the game. I'd say, brother, can you give me 4 quarters? Can you give me 12 more minutes? Because we need him. We need him. I'm surprised no Jose Alvarado in that 3rd quarter at all. I just don't understand the rotation decisions from Mike Brown. Don't understand them at all. I don't think he has his finger on the pulse of this team one bit. Rich Smith said Mitch has played 9 minutes because he did not play well in the first half. I actually don't mind the non-Mitch minutes. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. He did not play well. So, sit your butt down. Christian said OG has 3 blocks, Sheffy. Another bingo square? He does have 3 blocks. All right. All right, let's look at the box score. See what we got going on here. See what we got cooking. 3 blocks for OG Anunoby and a steal. That's any player for 3 blocks, for sure. Where's that? Where's that? Any player for 3 blocks right below the free space. There we go. What else do we have? Robinson, 4 offensive rebounds, not getting that. I think he has 2 or 3, whatever. but he did not play in the third quarter, so I know he doesn't have it. Okongwu for 3 threes. I don't think he has that. He has 1, maybe 2. Anunoby for 20 points. We got that. We got that. I like shoes. It's about I like shoes. I'm mentally exhausted at this point. So many up and down moments. Yep. But it's time for a furious fourth quarter comeback from our New York Knicks. All we got to do is dig deep, and I think they'll be all right. Fat Boy for real MDARO. What's up, Fat Boy? Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, Fat Boy. Keenan Hart said, I saw Herb Alpert play New Orleans a few years back. He was over 80. Sounded great. Nice. Bruce Fowler said, do you think Giannis is sitting back watching this game trying to decide who he thinks the Knicks should keep? No. I think Giannis has his feet in the sand somewhere. Not watching basketball at all. Gigi said they can't get over the 6-point, 8-point deficit. Yep. The proverbial hunt, which is the proverbial hump. Jeez Louise, I can't speak at all. I talk about it all the time, which is why we have the 4 stages of a comeback, right? The final 2 is getting into a 1-possession game and then taking the lead and ultimately winning the game. But we have Anunoby for 20. Don't have 4-point play. Karl-Anthony Towns has 19, 25 looking pretty decent. So let's update our bingo card here. 8-point game, y'all. 8-point game. McBride for 3 threes. He's got 2. Josh Hart, 12, 5, and 5. He got 0 points, so that unless he gets 5 points and 12 rebounds like he did the other night, that's the only way. Sean Collins said, Hart and Bridges 0 for 9. My lord. Yup, a killer. Rudy Bobai, what's up, Rudy? Happy to see you again. Knicks are being bullied by the Hawks. Brown combination of players is bad. I wouldn't say being bullied. I think it's a very competitive game. I don't think the Knicks have gotten pushed around at all. So I wouldn't use that word to describe it. But the Hawks have just outplayed the Knicks overall. Again, if we go here, the Knicks, one of the better 3-point shooting teams during the regular season. And yet they are a truly blistering 5 for 25 from 3-point range tonight. You're not going to win playoff games shooting this. The Atlanta Hawks have made, how many is that? 7 more threes than the Knicks tonight. They're shooting 44% from 3, almost 50%, 12 for 27. They've made 12 threes. The Knicks have made 5. That is a 21-point differential from 3-point range. You're not going to win basketball games that way. Jamaica Life said Alvarado hasn't worked 3 games now. He didn't play in game 1, so you're just making stuff up, my guy. You were also making stuff up when you said the last time the Knicks led, Jalen Brunson was out of the game. He played the entirety of the first quarter, and the last time the Knicks led was in the first quarter. Again, I don't know if we're watching the same game, brother, but clearly we're not. Alvarado will bring it down. He's out there with Bridges, Robinson, Hart, and McBride. Interesting, eclectic group of Knicks out there. Robinson leaves it off for Alvarado. Wide open straightaway 3, can't get it to go. Got to knock down the open ones, man. It's been tough. AMZ Design, what's up, Design? Knicks need 3-point player next season aggressive. They have them. They're just not knocking down shots. Okongwu, battling for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the Knicks. Great job from Josh Hart, trying to keep the possession alive. Saves it back for the Knicks. Off the missed shot. Gigi said Knicks don't have that guy to come off the bench and light things up. It should be Deuce McBride, but he has such a limited off-the-dribble game, it hasn't really been him. Jordan Clarkson was also supposed to be one of those guys, and he had his moments, but McBride on the right wing, dancing with it, coming to his left, step back, mid-range pull-up jumper, a terrible shot, but he got fouled by CJ McCollum. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Knock down your free throws, brother. Eschella, what's up, Eschella? New York better win or this series is over. Would definitely put them behind the 8 ball for sure. Mark said, what is this lineup to start the fourth quarter? No Jalen Brunson, no Karl-Anthony Towns. Yet again, going to a lineup that is going to lack offensive creation. So the Hawks are using their last challenge here. They won their first challenge. This is their last challenge. Mike said, I believe that he sounded great regardless. Joe said if they lose today, it is all that she wrote. Well, you got to win 4 games, not 2. Eschella said, Coach Brown doing it again, keeping the 2 best players on a bench. That's how they lost the last time. What's wrong with them? I don't know. I would just say, Karl-Anthony Towns, can you give me 12 minutes here? You're going to have to dig down deep, big dog. I need you for 12 minutes. That's what I would say. You know, this is the playoffs. Guy's going to have to play 42 minutes to win. Guy's going to have to play 42 minutes to win. You know, Mike Brown has not nailed down a consistent rotation pattern. And the one that he thought he did ended up losing them game 2. So now just kind of floating around, subbing guys willy-nilly in and out of the game. Sean said, I wouldn't mind Benedict Mathurin coming to the Knicks. I wouldn't either. Benedict Mathurin's a very good basketball player. Gigi said, Mike Brown already throwing the white towel. What is this lineup out there? He said in the post-game press conference and in the pre-game presser, they asked him about the no Brunson, no Towns lineups, and he said, I'd do it again. And he's a man of his word. He's doing it again. We'll see if it works out. We'll see if it works out. Ishella said, I agree with you on that. Call Anthony Towns. He needs to go handle his business. Yeah, I mean, how many minutes has Karl Anthony Towns played tonight? Right? Joshua Baudry, what's up, Joshua? How many minutes has Big Towns played tonight? Coming into the fourth quarter, he's played 25 minutes. If he plays the entirety of the fourth quarter, he'll get up to 37 minutes. He's got one foul. He's not in foul trouble. He's played 25 minutes tonight. Brother, throw him out there. Tell him, give me 12 minutes in the fourth. Right? Maybe I'll sub you out for a minute or two in the middle of this so you can get a breather, but we'll put you right back in. Why? Why start the fourth quarter with nobody out there? No offensive creators out there. Heck, you don't even have your third best offensive player out there in OG Anunoby. The lineup the Knicks have out there right now, Hart, Bridges, Robinson, Alvarado, and McBride. Who is creating a shot here? Who is creating a shot out here? Keith said, half of the game is mental. Hawks seem to have the edge at this moment. Playing very confident. We called it out earlier in the game, Keith. One team playing confident, one team playing, a little sporadic. Where's our bingo card? One team playing sporadic. Ishella said, ever since they fired Coach Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks have been solved. Where did it go? I would argue that the Knicks were solved during Tom Thibodeau's tenure, which is part of the reason why he ended up getting fired. I'm all for firing Tom Thibodeau. I was not all for hiring Mike Brown. But we'll see. Courtbeck said it's a 48-minute game, not 38-minute. Knicks were up big last game with 10 minutes to go and lost. Game far from over. Yeah, game's far from over, but... Lizzie said, hey, Chevy, please call Boston tomorrow? Yeah, we'll see. So a successful challenge, 2 successful challenges for Quinn Snyder. Mike Brown yet to use one. And the ball goes back to Atlanta because they had imminent possession. So McCollum bringing it down, coming to his left. Tried to throw the pocket pass. Robinson got his hand in there. McBride picks up the loose ball. And a foul is called? And it's a tripping foul? Coach, use a challenge, man. Use a challenge, Coach. Coach, use a challenge. Oh, it was a foul on McCollum. Okay. Well, Atlanta's used both of their challenges, so they can't challenge. All right, the Knicks get the ball back. All right, at least it went into their favor. Robinson hands it off to Bridges. Bridges dancing around the Robinson screen, coming to his left. Ball knocked out of his hands by Alexander Walker. And now here comes C.J. McCollum bringing it down. Bridges will pick him up. Part of the reason why the Knicks traded for Mikal Bridges is the possibility of creation. Kuminga gets an open three, can't get it to go down. Rebound to McBride. Good box out from Jordan Clarkson on Alexander Walker on the other side of the court. McBride coming to right up the Robinson screen, swings it out Josh Hart. Left wing three, he's been quiet all night, remains quiet as he can't knock down a shot. Home run, hit ahead pass to Kuminga, one-on-one against Clarkson, bullying his way to the basket, goes up, layup, got it to go. Knicks, so many opportunities shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, can't knock down anything right now. Bridges across the lane inside the Clarkson, flips it up, got it to go down. Here comes C.J. McCollum bringing it down. Brother, we got 10 minutes to go. Put one of the starters in. Put one of your best offensive players in the game right now. The kick it out, Kuminga, right corner three, he's open. Comes up well short, Robinson, the rebound. Here comes Jordan Clarkson bringing it down. Get Karl Anthony Towns in this game. Get him in this game. Get him in this game. Clarkson stops, being guarded by Okongwu down the lane in the paint, spins, lobs it up top to Robinson, and a travel is called on Jordan Clarkson. Get Karl Anthony Towns in this game. It's an 8-point game with 10 minutes to go. You're in the playoffs. You're going to go down with a bench unit of no Brunson, no Towns? I better look up and see him at the scores table right now. 90 to 82 here. 9:50 to go. No subs. Nobody at the scores table. Why are we wasting time? This is the playoffs. Guys are going to play 9, 10, 11, 12 if you have to. Alexander Walker spins in the lane, kicks it out to an open Gabe Vincent in the right corner. He misses it. Rebound. Kuminga grabs it over Clarkson in the paint, goes up with the lefty layup, got it to go. And a timeout. Why do we have Clarkson in there trying to guard Jonathan Kuminga? What is Mike Brown doing? Jonathan Kuminga just overwhelming him with his size and strength. Why? What are these matchups? Mike Brown, what are you doing? What are these matchups? What are these rotations? Why? Amy Machu said, is Brown trying to get fired? He might be, Amy. He might be. You know, it's funny going into the, I was just thinking about this now. It's funny going into the trade deadline during the regular season, and Karl-Anthony Towns was arguably playing the worst stretch of basketball during his Knicks tenure, possibly during his career going into that. And obviously there was a lot of concern of maybe he can get traded, and the Giannis thing was heating up, and all of these rumors and whatever the case. And then post-trade deadline, Karl-Anthony Towns was fantastic in the year. And right now, suddenly, all these rumors flying around of Billy Donovan might be interested in the Knicks job, all of these things. Mike Brown feeling that pressure? He's not rising up to the pressure right now, I'll tell you that. Josh Hart, I'll tell you what is disastrous, though, for the New York Knicks. 0 for 10 from the field for their two wings. I mean, you want to talk about guys not showing up. I know they have big defensive burdens, but 0 for 7 for Josh Hart and 0 for 3 for Mikal Bridges is disastrous. It's disastrous. Fung Pei said, I'll sacrifice my body for you, Kat. I love you like a brother, man. Kenar said, either way it goes, way too much ISO ball. When you go up against a good defensive team, brother, you're not going to generate good open looks solely off of off-ball movement. You're going to have to go get bucket getters. That's what playoff basketball is about. Sometimes you need a guy to go get you a bucket. In every single one of these other playoff series, you can't keep harping against isolation basketball. This is basketball. You are not going to play 1970 style basketball and swing the ball around a million times, especially when you don't have the offensive players to do so, right? In order to swing the ball around like that and get teams out in movement, you need players who can dribble, pass, and shoot and set good off-ball screens. And the Knicks don't really have a plethora of that. They have one guy who can dribble, pass, and shoot. His name is Jalen Brunson. Everybody else is supremely questionable in that regard, in multiple aspects of the offense. So teams are leaving certain guys open knowing, okay, it takes Mikal Bridges time to wind up a shot. It takes OG Anunoby time to wind up a shot. They don't have quick releases. So even if they kick it out to an open OG Anunoby in the corner, we have more than enough time to fly out and close out to them and run them off the line. And then what happens? OG Anunoby's not a good off-the-bounce shooter. Which is why you can't have lineups out there of guys who can't get you a shot in the half court. Which is why people are calling for Tyler Kolek, which I get it. You know, I don't entirely agree with it, but I get it. Supreme Vader said Clarkson is doing well. Not in this fourth quarter. Not in this fourth quarter at all. Clarkson has 8 points on 11 shots, 11 attempts. That's doing well, and has given up multiple offensive rebounds and putbacks to Jonathan Kuminga here. That's doing well. If that's doing well, the Knicks have no chance. Christopher said, I don't want can't chew, always hurt, and always but hurt Giannis. No more prima donnas. Young On said, didn't come to play, then sit. OG 40 million, ouch. I mean, OG 21 points, 7-14 from the field. He's hit 2 threes, 6 boards, a steal, 3 blocks. That's not the guy to go to here tonight. He's brought his value. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Lewis, what's up, Lewis? If the Knicks do not survive in Game 3, it will be difficult to climb out of the hole. Very difficult. You got another game in Atlanta. Hashman said 2 games in a row. It's been rough. Brunson and Towns both come back in for the final 9.5 minutes here. Nikki, what's up, Nikki? Why? Yeah. Why is Cat and Brunson benched? I don't know, Nikki. Literally the most important final 12-minute stretch of your season, and you start it with neither Brunson nor Towns on the court. It's a pivotal Game 3 in the playoffs. Do you not sense the moment, Mike Brown? Towns down the lane in the paint, floater off glass, can't get it to go down. Gets an unfriendly bounce on the rim. Jalen Johnson with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Johnson up top. It's got Josh Hart guarding him. They lob it down low to Kuminga against Brunson. He knocks the ball loose. Great effort from Jalen Brunson there. Hit ahead to Josh Hart, 1-on-1 against Jalen Johnson. Pulls it back out, over to Towns, up top. Kicks it over to McBride, right corner 3. They need it. Deuce McBride delivers as he tends to do. Thank you for the three-point basket, Deuce McBride. That's McBride 3 threes, by the way. We could fill that one in, but doesn't look like we're going to be close to a bingo here tonight. Jalen Johnson coming to his right of a screen. He's going to step back for a right wing three, and he's going to get those 3 points right back. Josh Hart was looking for a moving screen. He didn't get it and gave up on the play and gave Jalen Johnson the wide open three. Too busy trying to flop for a foul call and then looking to the official. McBride pulls it all the way back out. He's telling Brunson to go get the ball. What are we doing here? McBride crosses over to his left on Gabe Vincent, stops, turns, spins. No pass possession, loses the handle, kicks it over to Brunson. 7 seconds to go on the clock, and now Brunson has to isolate. Gets it back to McBride, a deep straightaway three over Alexander Walker. Can't get it to go. Long rebound back to Alexander Walker. What was that offense? What was that offense? Alexander Walker up top being guarded by McBride. Crossing over to his right off the screen. Pump fakes over to Jalen Johnson, rolling to the rim. Gets blocked by OG, but first fouled by Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to the foul line for 2. Christopher said they are horrible at guarding the 3. That hasn't been the issue tonight. They've guarded the 3 fine. The 3 has been guarded fine. Atlanta's knocked down a bunch of 3s. Sure. But the Knicks have missed their share of wide open shots. Jalen Johnson misses the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Keenar said, I agree with Susan. I got to scroll back to see what Susan said. Yours said, you okay? I'm good, just annoyed, brother. Susan said, we must go to the second round or the Knicks will be dismantled. I think if they go to the second round and lose in the second round, they'll be dismantled. I think if they go to the conference finals and lose in an embarrassing way in the conference finals, they'll be dismantled. Jalen Johnson knocks down the second free throw. 96-85. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, being guarded by Dyson Daniels. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down, hands it off to McBride, driving to his right, in the lane, stop, turn, spin, pump fake, leans in, one-legged floater, can't get it to go down. Karl Anthony Towns, the offensive rebound, goes back up, gets blocked, but fouled. It's going to go to the foul line for 2. Why is Deuce McBride the one dribbling it down, isolating and shooting shots off of handoff actions? JP Nick said, Coach Brown challenge? No Coach Brown challenge. I can't remember the last time he used the challenge. Yours said Hawks in 5. Hawks in 5 until proven otherwise, brother. Same as Knicks in 5 until proven otherwise. Chaotic Style said, again, if you're looking at McBride, it's over. Well, I don't know what the other guys are doing. McBride's being aggressive. These other guys, I don't know what they're doing. Towns knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. I'll always appreciate a guy being aggressive. I don't know what these other guys are doing, man. Brightest future was the brightest future. Chaotic Style said, again, if you're looking at McBride, it's over. Oh, I read that one, yeah. Towns knocks down the second free throw, 87-96. 7:45 to go here. Dyson Daniels bringing it down. Towns up to 21-13 here tonight. They get over to Jalen Johnson up top, being guarded by Hart. Johnson, jab step, come to his left, and a travel on Jalen Johnson. Hopping on that little pivot foot there. Ball back to the Knicks. All right. You got to stop. 9-point game. Can you get a score? Blabbering Buddha, they hit ahead to Josh Hart for the two-handed slam. He's saying he got fouled too. No foul called though. Hawks fall asleep defensively. Alexander Walker will walk it down. 7-point game. Alexander Walker up top being guarded by McBride. Gets it over to Daniels. Dyson Daniels up top. Hands it off to Jalen Johnson being guarded by Hart. Coming to his left. Brunson hedges out inside the Dyson Daniels. Kicks it out to nobody. Excellent defense and rotation from the Knicks. Hit ahead to Brunson. Out on the break. Shovels it back out to McBride. Transition 3 on the left wing. Deuce McBride knocked me down. And it's a 4-point game. Why is Deuce McBride in the game? Because he'll take the shots that other guys aren't taking, and not only will he take them, he'll knock them down. 4 threes for Deuce McBride tonight. Playing some solid defense. Rotating. Young onset fake comeback. 4-point game in the playoffs with 7 minutes to go. I don't know about that, brother. Lewis said, well, even when we lose, these one will be making to the playoffs? Huh. Yours said, yeah, McBride's going to shoot it. Yeah, these other guys, I don't know. Mikal Bridges, that's who you want in the game for Deuce McBride? Like, I don't agree with the McBride stuff. I didn't agree with the McBride stuff, which is why I didn't say anything about it. I'll read the comment, but I don't agree. Deuce McBride's been fine. Obviously, you want guys to knock down shots, but you know who's going to knock down shots? Deuce McBride. 4 for 11 tonight for 12 points. 21 for Brunson, 21 for Towns, 21 for Anunoby. Your 3 guys showed up, but Josh Hart, completely silent. Mikal Bridges, completely silent offensively. By the way, they just showed the inbound because they didn't show it in the game because they were too busy showing replays. It was a complete baseball bullet pass from Karl-Anthony Towns into Josh Hart. JP Nick said Deuce is cooking. Yes, he is. Buzzer beater with a buzzer beater. J3 with the J. We know they'll go all in on another run. We need to limit it somehow. True. Suns Gen said, I could care less who the Knicks down the shot. Who knocks down the shot? Just do it. Yeah. The Knicks are seeking their fourth 18-point playoff comeback in the last 2 seasons. They've been in this position before, but you're down by 4 with 7 minutes to go. The last time you led was in the first quarter, so here we go. Jamaica said Brunson is finally passing the ball. He's been passing the ball all night long, which you mean is guys are actually knocking down shots finally. See, guys knocking down shots is not equivalent to a guy finally passing. They're passing it all night. Nobody's knocking down shots. They double team McCollum. McBride picks up the steal, loose ball. McBride dives onto it, trying to get it to somebody, and it's going to end up being a jump ball. It's going to end up being a jump ball there. Farm Boy TV said, thank you, Brunson, for passing the ball. He's been passing the ball all night. You guys are being weird. Again, we might be watching 2 completely different games. McBride knocked down 4 threes tonight, so we should fill that in. So it's going to be a jump ball. That's another thing. You got a jump ball here. Jump ball between McBride and who? Where's jump ball? Over here. Deuce McBride and Dyson Daniels. Okay, that's winnable. It's winnable. Similar sizes. Daniels has the advantage. Let's see. 4-point game, big possession. Daniels wins it easily. Here comes Jalen Johnson bringing it down. We're under 7 minutes to go. Hit ahead to McCollum, attacking McBride. Throws up the floater high off glass. Can't get it to go. Okongwu with the tip in, though. Where are you guys? Get back on defense. Hustle back. Chaotic Style said Deuce over McHale all day. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson has it up top. Brunson being guarded by Daniels. Swings it over to Anunoby, hands it back off to Brunson, coming to his left, back out to Anunoby, pump fakes, driving it down into the rim, layup with the left hand, can't get it to go, and it's a blocking foul on Jonathan Kuminga. Anunoby to the foul line for 2. 6:23 to go. Christian Blake said Daniels with 4 stocks. I believe you, brother, but we'll double check to see what he's got exactly. Dyson Daniels with 3 steals and 1 block tonight. Yep, that's what he does. That's what he does. Freedom Express, what's up, Freedom? 6 points still doable. It's always been doable. Just matter of fact of whether or not they'll actually do it. Anunoby at the foul line for 2, knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Daniels with 4 stocks. All right, now we're starting to fill in some spots here, but still pretty far away. What does Kuminga have? We need 10 and 5 from Jonathan Kuminga. He's got 19 and 4. He needs 1 more rebound. Dogcatcher said Dyson doesn't suck. Dyson's really good. Dyson's solid. Always liked Dyson Daniels. Even coming out of the G League Ignite program. He got drafted in the lottery. Dyson Daniels has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his left off the screen. Daniels dancing with it. Crosses over to his right. In and out dribble. Kicks out to Alexander Walker, being guarded by Anunoby. Jab step. Alexander Walker, jab step coming to his right. Spins to his left. Loses the handle. Picks it back up. Crosses over to his right. Puts up the 3 over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Daniels wins it over Brunson. And that's part of the problem having Brunson on Dyson Daniels. He's an excellent rebounder for his position. McCollum coming to his right against Brunson. Spins down the lane. Puts up the floater off glass. Can't get it to go. But a foul is called on Deuce McBride. McCollum will go to the foul line for 2. Jamaica said, thank you, Brunson, for not shooting then, wise guy. You definitely want Jalen Brunson shooting. And I'm not being a wise guy. I'm just watching the game and evaluating it properly and not watching it with agendas. Joe's dad said they are pushing from behind on every offensive rebound. I mean, it's playoff basketballs, man. Yeah, sure. I'm sure on every single possession on both sides we can call a rebounding foul. I'm with you, but yours said, I love CJ, perfect trade. It's worked out very well. Christopher said, here we go with this guy at the line single-handedly beating us. McCollum misses the second free throw. Anunoby skies and rips down a big, strong rebound. There you go, OG. Getting in there, mixing it up with the boards. Under 6 minutes to go. We're past the halfway point. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Alexander Walker. Brunson driving to his left, gets past him in the lane. Euro steps, flips it up with the right hand, got it to go down. Beautiful shot from Jalen Brunson. But if only he passed it on that possession. It's a one-possession game. That's the second layer of a comeback. Get it to a single possession. The next layer is obviously to take the lead. You got to get over that proverbial hump. McCollum up top, being guarded by McBride. They swing it over to Kuminga. Kuminga being guarded by Anunoby. Back up top to McCollum, being guarded by McBride. Coming to his left, driving it down. Stop, puts up the mid-range jumper over him. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Gets it out to Brunson. Knicks are off and running. Brunson, one man to beat, and Alexander Walker tries to Euro past him. Gets tied up, and Alexander Walker rips it right out of his hands. But he can save it to Jalen Johnson. He goes out of bounds. Ball back to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson and the Knicks catch a break there. Foong Pei said, yeah, Sheffy, I want to see the completion of your cake one of these games. Excellent defense from Alexander Walker there. He's got great hands, like Dyson Daniels. And we're going to get a timeout here. 5 minutes to go. Both teams down to 2. Just that's a jump ball. No jump ball. No jump. It could have been jump ball, I guess, because Brunson jumped into the air and then landed with the ball in his hands as well. Chaotic Style said clock management now. Brunson better not run out the clock dribbling into traffic. Who else do you want dribbling the ball, brother? Ishella said Knicks need to get that grip back they had last year. I mean, they've had it all night. They've had a really poor offensive night, and they're in a 3-point game with the Atlanta Hawks right now. TT in the morning said this game has been Knicks versus Hawks and Sheffy versus Knicks haters. I'm trying, TT in the morning. I'm trying. There's ways to criticize the Knicks, obviously. I criticize the Knicks all the time. I was very critical of the Knicks in the pregame rundown. But, you know. Abigail said, is Alvarado playing? Alvarado is playing, but he's not in the lineup right now. I assume this is going to be our fourth quarter closing lineup. Alvarado played only 6 minutes tonight. Only played like 2 minutes in that fourth quarter before Mike Brown realized, oh, I need offensive players out there, and then sub Towns and Brunson both back in the game. JP Knicks said this, it's the lineup. I really like this lineup. Mostly because you could utilize Deuce McBride in his best role as an off-ball mover and a 3-point sniper. Tyrone Turner said, it's Deuce time? Always was. Ishella said, I said the Knicks in 5, and I'm going to stick to it. I said Knicks in 5 as well. Josh Hart will inbound it into Karl-Anthony Towns. He has it up top, being guarded by Kuminga. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson can't handle the pass, a bad pass. Brunson dives for it, tries to save it, out of bounds. Ball going back to the Hawks. What was that pass, Towns? What was that pass? What are we doing? What are we doing? Montrell said, you can always tell the difference between real game criticism and parlay criticism. Johnson has it up top. It's a 3-point game. Knicks got to come up with a stop. Johnson driving to his right, down the lane, gets it over to Kuminga, cutting to the basket, layup. Got it to go down for Jonathan Kuminga, who continues to be excellent for the Hawks here tonight as a roller to the rim and finisher in the paint. Lana Mona said, 750 watching, not enough likes, Knicks fans. Appreciate you, Lana Mona. So you guys are enjoying the show, hit the like button. Brunson gets caught in the air out to McBride on the right wing, being guarded by Okongwu, puts up the 3. Deuce McBride comes up short, rebounded by Jalen Johnson. Here comes Jalen Johnson bringing it down. 5-point game, 101-96. Johnson up top. Brunson hedging out. Johnson driving it down against Brunson. Spins to his right, down the lane. Brunson fouls him. Jalen Brunson, once again, not having a very good defensive game here tonight. You can't foul him in that situation. Trust your defenders in the paint, brother. Johnson comes up with a hurt ankle. Pops up to his feet. That's a big-time loss there. Brunson didn't intentionally foul him, obviously didn't intentionally foul him, but ended up reaching in and got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Johnson ended up kind of hooking it a little bit. So Johnson's at the foul line for 2. Chaotic Style said, Knicks got to be smarter. Hawks exposing Brunson? Absolutely. Madrasi said, going up versus down 2-1 is so crucial, which is why I don't understand why Mike Brown would play with the lead as Johnson misses the first free throw and have a lineup out there with no Brunson, no Towns. That makes no sense. Lana Mona said, Brunson doesn't play defense. You just need him to be better. You just need him to be not horrendous. And I think for the most part here tonight, he's been not horrendous, but he has had stretches of being completely horrendous. Johnson misses 2 free throws in a row. That's another thing on the bingo card. Here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down to 5-point game, 101-96, 4:10 to go. Brunson has it up top, directing traffic. He's being guarded by Alexander Walker. They get it to Towns, being guarded by Kuminga. Towns swings through to his left against Kuminga, driving it down, picks up his handle, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson up top, isolating, back to Towns, left corner, pump fakes, blowing past the defense, down the lane, in the paint, gets blocked, a lot of contact, no foul call. Anunoby picks it up, shot clock running down. He's got to heave it up there at the buzzer. He got it to go! Falling out of bounds, well contested, it didn't matter. Anunoby knocks down the deep left corner 3, 3:40 to go here. It's a 2-point game. 101 to 99. Johnson has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right, they hedge out hard to get it out to Kuminga. He sets his feet and fires. Pump fakes back to Johnson. A straightaway three over Brunson. Can't get it to go. Towns the rebound. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. 3:30 to go. Brunson on the left wing, being guarded by Alexander Walker. Knicks have an opportunity here to tie it or take the lead. Knicks trying to run a set here. Brunson calling over Towns. Brunson coming to his right off a Towns screen. Pulls it out, and Kuminga switches onto him. Now Johnson switches on to Brunson. Brunson was looking at Towns, can't get it to him, crosses over on Johnson, down the lane, throws up the floater, can't get the friendly bounce off the rim, battle for the loose ball, Josh Hart knocks it loose, dives for it, and a foul. Don't tell me it's a foul on Josh Hart. Use a challenge, Mike Brown, use a challenge. Fourth team foul. Knicks use a challenge. Use that challenge, Mike Brown, there you go. There you go. Use that challenge, brother. Vito, what's up, Vito? Let's go, Hawks, man. This is a stressful game for Knicks fans. Hawks fans starting to get a little stressed as well. Josh Hart got that clean strip there, but we'll see what kind of... They showed when Josh Hart stripped the ball, that was clean, but we'll see if they decide to call a foul before the clean strip on any contact fighting for that loose ball there. Yuri said that was clearly a foul. Why use it? I don't know. We didn't get a good look on the replay there, so I can't say either way. On the final strip... Definitely looked clean to me, but they only showed one angle on the replay there. But we'll see if they decide to call anything before that. So we'll see. We'll see coming out of this timeout. C. Tyler, what's up, C. Tyler? Championship team closes this game. Well, I guess this is make or break for the Knicks then. Line owner said, we're in it. Let's go, Knicks. So Josh Hart comes over and slaps the arm of Okongwu and then gets the clean strip. So Stan Van Gundy on the call there says, that looks clean to me. There's a little bit of contact. He said, but I think this is going to end up New York ball. We'll see if the officials agree. Mike Brown using a challenge here is a big challenge because if the Knicks lose this challenge, they lose their timeout. Freedom said, it will be a demoralizing loss to either team. Well, one team has championship aspirations and the other team is happy to be here. So I think it'll be more demoralizing to one side. Vita said, who do you think is going to move on? As a Knicks fan, brother, the Knicks. You gotta keep that faith. Dogcatcher said, then it was all ball. We'll see what they rule here. Mighty Montreal said, was Mike Brown actually experimenting with lineups during the regular season or his coaching style just doing random lineups all the time? Unsuccessful challenge. So we're calling for Mike Brown to actually use his challenges all game long. He finally uses it, and it ends up as a failed challenge, which helps the bingo card, but there you go. And the Knicks lose their timeout. They have one timeout remaining with 3 minutes to go, and they're trailing by 2. Ball back to Atlanta. It's their 4th team foul, so any further fouls will put Atlanta at the foul line for free throws. Atlanta now in the bonus moving forward. Two-point game, 3 minutes to go, though. A lot of time left in this one, but what do you got? Jalen, CJ, I need one more bucket from D. Appreciate you, D. Ishella said, sometimes Mike Brown acts like he can coach. Sometimes? 3 minutes to go here. McCollum has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Coming to his left, they hedge out, show 2 defenders. McCollum now crosses over to his left on Hart, driving it down hard. Step back, puts up the fall-away jumper. McCollum in rhythm, got it to go. 4-point lead. Ice cold for CJ McCollum there. Brunson bringing it down against Alexander Walker. Brunson coming to his left. They hedge out hard on him as well. Brunson over to McBride. He'll take the lane to the basket, gets stripped, out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Knicks. How many times are the Knicks going to drive to the basket and get stripped of the ball? Exposing it too often, too easily. Relic, what's up, Relic? They got to get back to themselves. We're better than this. McBride has it on the right wing. Shot clock down to 5. Being guarded by McCollum. He's going to get a screen. Picks up his handle, gets it over to Anunoby. Shot clock running down. He's got to put it up there at the buzzer. Anunoby. My goodness, OG. 2 huge heave threes at the end of the shot clock. Got them both to go down. We're in a 1-point game with 2:17 to go. 103 to 102. McCollum up top. Spins to his left. Josh Hart guarding him. Now they're isolated. Right now, it's going to come down to who can go get your team a bucket. And get it to Kuminga against Brunson. Swings through to his right, along the baseline, over to Okongwu, over to Johnson, driving it down in the lane. Bump Euro, floater off glass, got it to go for Jalen Johnson. Wow, what a tough shot. Falling out of bounds after the contact. No fouls called. Brunson has it up top. Knicks trail by 3, coming to his right. Brunson picked up by McCollum. Brunson coming to his left off an Anunoby screen. Brunson slipped past the Anunoby down the lane, picks up his handle, kicks it out. McBride, a huge 3 here on the left wing. Got me to go. We're tied, baby. Tied at 105. Why is Deuce McBride in the game, y'all say? That is why. 5-3 so far here tonight. Huge fourth quarter minutes, up to 15 points. McCollum has it up top, being guarded by Josh Hart. Now you got to get some stops. 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. McCollum coming to his left, off the Okongwu screen. McCollum driving it down against Towns. Reverse layup gets blocked by Towns. Big time defense. Here comes the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has it on the right wing, up top, being guarded by Alexander Walker. He's going to wind down a little bit of time, make sure we get a good stop. Good shot. Brunson coming to his left, off a Deuce McBride screen. McCollum's going to switch on to Brunson. Brunson's going to dance with it, pulls it out. He says, get out of my way, one-on-one. Who can go get me a bucket? Brunson driving to his right, leans in, driving down, stop, turn, spin, down the lane, draws the foul, and 1 for Jalen Brunson. Put the cape on. Send me to the foul line for one more. Knicks take the 2-point lead with 1 minute to go. Cardiac Knicks in full effect right now. What do the playoffs boil down to? Go get me a bucket, star player. And I'll ride or die for Jalen Brunson in that scenario. Give it to me. Get out of my way. Let me go get me a bucket. 1:03 to go. Brunson at the foul line. Knock down your free throws, big dog. Knock down your free throws, big dog. Knock down your free throws. I forgot to give the Knicks that bucket anyway. Brunson knocks down the free throw, 3-point lead for the Knicks. No threes, get a defensive stop, put yourself in a nice position. Jalen Johnson bringing it down against OG Anunoby. Johnson crosses over to his left, driving it down in the lane. He's got an open lane to the basket. Towns swats that out of there. Johnson picks it up and lays it up and in, though. What an extra effort from Jalen Johnson. What a block from Karl-Anthony Towns protecting the basket. This is high-level basketball, y'all. Here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Alexander Walker, baby. 45 seconds to go. Who can get me a bucket? Jalen Johnson just got one, responding to the Brunson bucket. They get it out to McBride off the double team to Brunson. McBride has it up top. Shot clock winding down. Crosses over on Johnson to the rim. Kicks it out. Josh Hart. He's been off all night. Can't get that 3 to go. Anunoby an offensive rebound, though. 28 seconds to go. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Alexander Walker. Go get me a bucket, Knicks. Crossing over on Alexander Walker. Steps back, right wing. Dancing with it against Okongwu. Behind the back. Puts it up as the shot clock winds down. Throws up an air ball. It's a shot clock violation. JB, come on, brother. Knicks holding on to that ball for too long. 16 seconds to go. Game on the line. We were just in this same scenario. Brunson upset with himself, settling for that shot after he mishandled the ball. Had to heave it up there. Timeout for Atlanta. 16 seconds to go. Tay Cowboy said bad shot. Too focused on winding down the clock rather than going and running good offense. Anunoby picked up the offensive rebound, dribbled it out, handed it off to Brunson, trying to run a two-man game. Brunson dancing with it against Okongwu, wanted to go to the step-back 3, but mishandled it, had to take another couple of dribbles to recover the ball, and then had to heave it up there after the double team came and shot an air ball. Student said fourth quarter shutdown. You got to get another stop, man. Got to get another stop. 16 seconds to go. S. Tumar said, watch CJ make us cry. You just got to go get yourself a defensive stop. You got to be that team. Get yourself a stop. Got to be that team. Nikki said we could have won there. Could have won. Could have put this one out of reach with a made basket there. 16.4 to go. Freedom Express said CJ time. Yeah, they're gonna go to CJ McCollum. That man's been a closer. I haven't taken a sip of water so far here tonight, man. It's been too stressful of a game. Amy Mature, Cardiac Knicks. They don't call them the Cardiac Knicks for nothing. No challenges available for either side. Each team with one timeout. Neither team with the foul to give. Both teams essentially in the bonus. Knicks are going to put out a defensive unit out there. 108-107. Knicks lead by 1. Atlanta's going to come out with their killers. You know who's coming out. Amy said, stay hydrated, Cheffy. I might pass out. I've been locked in. $16.4 on the clock. Jalen Johnson will inbound it. The Knicks come out with their best defensive lineup, including Karl Anthony Towns tonight. Instead, oh no, never mind. They switch it. They switch it now. They get it into McCollum. Step back, jumper over McBride. Got it to go. Bang, bang. You knew he was going for it. Why did you not have Mikal Bridges on him or Josh Hart on him? Why'd you put Deuce McBride on him? He had to knock down a tough step back jumper, but why not bring multiple bodies as well? Force the ball out of his hands. Anybody but McCollum. McCollum kills you. He's going toe-to-toe with Jalen Brunson right now as the closers of this game. They can have to do it by committee here. Teams have made the adjustment. They're not allowing Jalen Brunson to beat them. They're going to send multiple bodies. Shamet gotta come over, man. You gotta come over, Landry. Landry Shamet. I know he's in space. He's gonna shoot the step back jumper over McBride. It's a tough shot. That's just a tough bucket right there. Like I said, this is about go get me a bucket time. This is playoff basketball. No set, no play. Put the ball in my hands, get out of my way, let me go cook. This is what the playoffs are about. Here we go. You know what we coming out to do. Jalen Brunson, what you got for us, big dog? Chris said, if they don't double team this guy, this will continue to happen. Such a clueless coach and players should know this. The coach shouldn't have to tell you. Agnes Dowpaton, what's up, Agnes? Who will win? Who will win is the question. Farm Boy TV said defense did not come through for them. Brightest Future said, let's go Knicks. Just Dad said, what a game either way. I mean, as a Knicks fan, I would be heartbroken. Young On said, down one, missing 2 free throws. Who's missing 2 free throws? Who missed 2 free throws? Tom Anthony said, Brown has no clue what day it is. Josh Hart will inbound it. We got Towns, McBride, Anunoby, and Brunson. Josh Hart gets it into Towns. Towns hands it back off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it out to Brunson. Swings through to his right. Driving it down, step back, pump fakes, got nowhere to go. Inside to Josh Hart, threw it away. Josh Hart can't recover it. The Atlanta Hawks pick it up, and they steal Game 3. Knicks down 2-1. And Jalen Brunson turning it over in the last possession of the game there. JB, brother, cost your team the game, man. Bad possession, bad decision there. Put up the shot, man. Put up the shot. Jalen Brunson finally listened to the chat. He passed the ball. And y'all see what happened. Keenar said, did anyone see a single play we ran that was not isolation? Yeah, multiple. Plenty. Check out my guy Shaq's NBA over on Twitter. And he'll point every single one of them out to you. Brunson driving it down. Trying to see the replay on it. They brought the double team. Something the Knicks did not do. Excellent defense from Atlanta. Excellent defense from Atlanta. Josh Hart was not prepared to receive that pass. Kuminga just out-hustled Josh Hart to the loose ball there. Knocked it away, and that's going to wrap it up. JP Knicks said it's over. Knicks down 2-1 to Atlanta here. Huge for Atlanta. Now the Knicks in the hole. Now it's Knicks in 6 until proven otherwise, but huge win for Atlanta there. Freedom Express said Hawks won. They pulled it off, man. They pulled it off. They deserved the win based on how they played all game long. Knicks were this close to stealing it away in a really horrific game from them overall. But Atlanta was able to pull it off at the end thanks to CJ McCollum, a killer. You want to talk about players closing out games. Jalen Brunson's not been that guy this year overall. He's come through in big spots this season. Obviously was the killer last year, but Freedom Express said Hawks in 5. Amy Bachu said OG was great today. OG was awesome. AP, very generous super chat. 1 word. Done. Burr 18 said they suck. CJ time, Freedom Express, CJ time. Put the nail in the coffin against the Knicks there. Go up 2-1 here in Atlanta. Knicks now in the hole. Now in the doghouse. Dumb Anthony, agreed. Boom Pay said, thanks, Chevy Crew. Grats, Hawks pop in over cities. I said, bro, we have to stop CJ. Here we go. We're going to start the next game. So, unfortunately, we're going to wrap it up here. We got to get over to the next game. Freedom's ready. Do you still think Knicks in 5? No, it can't be Knicks in 5. Now it's Knicks in 6. Celia Tyler said, Brunson isn't Zeke. I mean, he was last year. But that last possession right there, excellent defense from the Hawks, showed the double team. Josh Hart not prepared for the pass. Brunson not a great pass. Josh Hart can get to the ball before Kuminga outran him, stole it, went down the other way. Buzzer beater said if AP says we're done, then we're done. We got to get over to this next game. Here we go. No Aaron Gordon, no Peyton Watson, by the way. So we're going to close this one out. The prop is going to come up to let you guys know if you want to come join us over on the other end. So we're going to sign it off right here. Appreciate you guys. Hold on, let's do this. Appreciate you guys. We're going to sign over and get over to the next stream. We're going to stay live and cover this next basketball game.